Alright. Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay na yan. We're live. Okay, so welcome. Finally, we're a little bit late tonight, but we're here now, so that's okay. And welcome to the powerful Komiksman podcast. And right now, we have Project Vegan is Sexy. Two of them, dapat may isa pa, pero unfortunately you couldn't make it tonight. But we're now here with Rani Fernandez and the lovely Cassie Umali. Yeah! So, yeah, it's a Project Vegan is Sexy. So that's quite a statement. Well, it's
Well,
diba? It's a
yeah,
statement,
it
and
is.
that's a statement that you want to tell other
Everyone.
people, especially Filipinos who are not hindi tayo talaga masyadong familiar. At least I'd assume majority of the people of Filipinos are not really familiar with veganism.
Veganism and
Diba?
vegan.
So, can you say?
Okay, so how did
Tell
it
us about
start?
it.
Okay, sige. Paano ba? So, kasi last year, like 2017, there was an influx of people, parang, they're into keto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was alarming because a lot of people, educated people, like, intelligent ones, they really believe that keto can do them good. And, celebrities and all that. And then one time, I saw a post of, I don't know if you know Nancy C from the
Nancy
Millions.
C.
She posted like a before photo. You post your before photos and your after photos. Yeah, before and after going vegan. And then there was like quite a response. Like there were so many people commenting and then they were showing this and that. So parang I naisip ko lang parang like people are really concerned about how they look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kasi
And
keto got huge
Yes.
recently, last year especially,
yeah,
diba?
Such
it
a
had a
trend.
huge fan base.
Mm.
Fan base. So I thought about, okay, maybe I can ask people, challenge people. Maybe vegans or not vegans. So like, whatever fitness level you have, parang let's show people that we are not like what people think we are.
Oh, yeah.
Like
No,
it's-
like, ano ba yung mga stereotypes?
Like stereotypes. Well, fitness vegans are stereotypes in other parts of the world. But maybe like yogis
Yeah.
and
Oh.
tree huggers. I think
Basically,
I'm
mga
quite,
zen.
I'm-
Well, at least that's the positive stereotypes. Diba?
Yeah.
There are way
And then we have
there are
the-
way worse stereotypes than that.
and then we have the
Mhm.
activists
Mhm.
and a lot of other
The spectrum of vegans are quite
Because
Yeah.
vegans are just
malaki.
it's
It's
Extremes
broad, diba?
yung polarity
Mm.
niya.
Yeah.
Diba?
Mm.
we're just like other people. We have different jobs. We have different
views.
interests.
Yeah, that's why we're
Beliefs.
here, diba?
Yeah, yeah.
Because one connotation about vegans is parang a lot of people just see yung mga weird na vegans na, diba? Na parang
Yeah, the loved ones.
pero not that they don't have anything to say, pero a lot of people don't really listen and try to understand what they're saying and just see the craziness, diba? So, and that's all that gets stuck in their minds. So, yun. In effect, medyo hindi maganda yung nagiging parang,
Yeah.
parang
Yeah.
unreasonable,
You
diba?
People for
Well,
vegans are.
Well, primarily, veganism talaga is just about justice. It's about how we see other animals other than humans. So it's basically like that. Kaya lang, there are so many channels for you to get into veganism. So like, people go to veganism because of health, or people become aware of it because of they're environmentalists. And then of course,
Yeah, there are
Ethical
there,
vegan.
There's so many reasons.
yeah.
That's it.
And so I just thought of this channel.
Mhm.
I just wanted to use this. Okay, this is... Sige. It wasn't really as novel. The reason I sort of came up with it was not as novel as probably people think. Because, I just sort of judged people as vain. So parang maybe I could use vanity
Mhm.
for people to to lure people to veganism. Yeah, and they use health.
Yeah.
And then
Not just
maybe
branding,
eventually,
health,
yeah,
right.
health. Maybe eventually they'll see the true veganism. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked them that okay, we'll have a photo shoot by May. So I invited some friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then I posted it in Manila Vegans if they're actually willing to undergo some challenges, like challenge themselves
Mm-hmm.
to become more to become fitter lang.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, ito na. But
Okay.
I'm actually quite pressured because of the response, but yeah.
Oo
I
nga,
think it's
eh.
good, and then you get a lot of bashers, so
Oo nga, no?
Yeah.
Why?
Parang-
What was the response so far when it came out? Because we launched it just last week, eh.
yeah.
Diba?
And then people who they did come up to you and say, okay, they congratulate you, and they say, they would say good things about it.
Okay.
And then you see a lot of trolls,
Yeah, that's normal.
And
Hi,
then-
trolls. Say hi
they're
to the
commenting
trolls.
We
about
love you.
yeah. So yeah, yun lang.
But I get it though, kasi I started with my career now in terms of being a fitness ambassador as like being a really competitive athlete, and that's the whole reason why I got into fitness
Mhm.
was because I wanted to win games.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's it. And then when I started posting on Instagram and people started following me, most of the people that were following me was they wanted to know how I lost weight so that they can look good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it comes to vanity. Even my
Good-
friend,
Good, feel good.
Yeah.
diba?
my friend Chef Nadine Tenko, she's a nutritionist. When I speak with her, that's all that I used to talk about. I was like, yeah, but I have to tell people that it just, the physical aspects and it just makes you stronger, blah, blah, blah. She goes, no, honey, no, dear. Like, majority of the population, they get inspired or they aspire because their primary goal is vanity. Yeah. So I get what you're talking
Yes,
about.
yes, yeah.
But,
But of course,
uh-oh.
it frustrates me because most of the people who went into veganism for health, I mean, a lot of celebrities would go, they would try plant-based, and then they'd go out of it. They,
Yeah,
and then they'd
hindi
say
nila
some
kakayanin.
bad things about it. So, yun lang. But then, it's still, the animals that are not killed because we didn't eat, some plant-based people didn't eat animals, I also saved.
Yeah.
That's just the point of it. And
Well, to just to say this, no, parang there are many different reasons why people go vegan. So, and besides, actually, vegan is a very very complicated topic, eh. 'Di ba? It's not just to some people, especially the critics. It's there are aspects of veganism on the biological aspects that
Yeah.
are
Physiological.
are humans designed to eat meat or not, 'di ba? So that alone is a long debate.
yes.
The second one is nutrition.
Yeah.
Totoo ba talaga yung,
Yeah.
'di ba?
For
Totoo
health.
ba,
Yeah.
yun nga lang, nutrition news right now parang medyo nakakaano eh. Pero and then also it's an ideology, 'di ba? That animals deserve to deserve to live to have to
Yeah.
cohabitate
Same as-
with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With
same
us.
as
It's a
they
moral
feel-
argument.
Yes, it
Diba?
is.
So there are many venues about veganism that's why the debates are endless.
Yes.
Diba?
and,
About it.
and because there are a lot of excuses, because your friends
Mhm.
when you come out as a vegan.
Yes, yes.
When you come out as a vegan, and then they become nutritionists.
Yeah.
They become,
When they don't even look
spiritual.
healthy or are
Yeah.
healthy whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
And they start saying, yeah, but where are you getting your protein? You need to eat meat and
Okay.
everything. It's like, when did you
True, that's
become a
true.
nutritionist?
Yeah.
Like, I still look physically fitter than you.
Yeah.
Perform better, and then you're telling me this.
And they become
Yeah, we gonna.
they become knowledgeable about the Bible, and all that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Suddenly.
Suddenly.
What? Because
And
Jesus
then,
ate fish or something?
something like that. Yeah. A lot of these things are,
Oh,
these things come up.
talaga?
Yes, of
Because
course.
Jesus
Can
ate
imagine.
fish?
And there, of course,
I haven't heard about that.
and there, of course, you can use like the Bible for
Mhm.
whatever purpose you like.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's,
Pro or con,
Yeah,
or,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. It's all about
for it or against it.
perspectives.
Yes, yes. yes.
Teka. Well, before anything else, before we continue,
Yeah.
I just like to introduce you guys
Okay.
first because you kind of
It's
skipped
okay.
that.
But we do have
Okay,
to.
so-
I have. Okay, so we have.
So, Cassie, let's start with Cassie. Cassie is a multi-sport athlete
Yes.
and also a vlogger, a fitness vlogger, a
Yeah.
fitness
Fitness and
personality.
health vlogger.
Yeah. And can you enumerate
All the things
Yeah.
that I do
No,
in
no, no.
life.
all
Yeah,
the
there's a
sports-
lot
all
of
the
things.
sports
Well, at
we
least
play.
I was
sport.
explaining it a while ago.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling your audio
Can I
engineer.
like, write it
Yeah,
down?
I was like, "Are you ready?" He goes,
There's
"How
a
many
lot.
sports do you play?" I go, "Are you ready for it? It's
Okay.
ultimate frisbee,
Okay.
soccer,
Soccer.
American football, touch rugby, flag football."
Sorry. Touch rugby.
It's still a different sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then.
I was on the national team for that one
Okay.
too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, we played in Australia for the
Mhm.
World Cup. Full tackle American football. I did MMA for cross training, but I
Mhm.
competed in freestyle wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then I started with baseball when I was a kid in the States.
Mhm.
The typical American
Oh my
pastime.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already 6.
Came here,
Mhm.
volleyball, because I'm a girl.
And you're
Played basketball because I grew up with
Yeah.
watching Michael
Okay,
Jordan.
okay.
and you just mentioned you're
Badminton.
advocating for curling for
Yeah,
the next
yeah, yeah.
winter.
I mentioned that
Curling?
I was like, in the future, I'm gonna get into curling
The first
and
Philippine.
make the first ever Philippine curling team, and we'll be like Winter Olympians.
How did you know about curling? Because I
Of
always
course, I
know
watch
about
TV.
it. Because I know about it
Recently.
because when I went to Finland,
Mhm.
we had this like training and all that. Because I used to
You're
work
like-
for
Mhm.
a telco.
They
company.
play curling in Finland?
No, because
Ah.
we were like, of course we had some sort of team building there,
Mhm.
and so they invited us. Like we
Okay.
were like 2 of us or 3 Filipinos there,
Mhm.
and then. Okay, they told us we're going to play curling, and I was like, okay.
What the hell is that?
So
You
have-
curl.
So you saw it and you thought it was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Mhm.
how is it? How would you describe it? It's like
You have
kettlebells.
It's like bowling on ice.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
bowling on
with-
ice.
With a huge
Yeah.
Yeah.
cheese something.
And then you
Yeah.
have to sweep.
And you sweep it.
Yeah.
Basically, magiging ano ka, parang MMDA sweeper
Yeah,
sa
yeah,
daan.
yeah.
And I'm
Like
okay,
this.
just have some
Okay.
photos of curling video.
Alright.
And also, well, this is important. We're talking about this to let our viewers know that when these guys talk about fitness, they are legit. Okay, so
Maybe, okay.
so this is so these are
Gains.
real athletes, and of course, Ronnie is
But
a
I'm
noob.
actually a reluctant witness something.
And again, before
I'm just-
anything else, we have Beavis hats.
Yeah.
Of course.
And also, we have a sponsor for tonight, and
Yeah. Thank you
who
so much.
prepared
Thank you.
who prepared for who prepared
All this vegan
these
food.
food.
It's amazing. I love
How
it.
do how do I show this? Where do
Yucha.
Any camera.
Okay. And
I love
like-
it.
So, yeah.
Miucha,
This cheese is so good.
you
This
get
is
the cake.
okay.
This is a cake. This is cake in a tin can.
Show it.
Show it.
Show it inside too.
So this is the chocolate
So
rum.
yummy. I tried it at the vegan gore.
You know, I could actually finish this in a day.
Mhm.
By myself.
You could
Even
smell
less
the
than a day.
chocolate.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you have to burn it.
Yep,
somehow.
yeah. It's better to portion first and then burn
okay.
it later.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can follow Miucha
This-
in hello.miucha in Instagram
Yeah.
at hello.miucha.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yun. Let's go back to your advocacy.
Yeah. Project Vegan is Sexy. Yeah, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Wait, I didn't think you introed.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
again, Ronnie here, like I said, di ba, there's a stereotype in veganism na yung mga vegans parang you just hear about the the craziness, pero
Yeah. But I'm
Pero
crazy.
sa-
I'm crazy.
pero sa totoo lang, these are normal people, and these two are perfect examples of that. And Ronnie
We're just
here is
regular guys.
is an engineer, right?
Yeah.
You are an engineer. And,
So, yeah, I graduated 1998. So I started working as an engineer 2000. Yeah, 1998. Yeah, and then until last year, and then I've been working as an engineer for 40, maybe 20 years.
Mhm. Wow. Okay.
And then,
And then
2 years ago
you teach yoga.
yeah,
Mhm.
2 years ago I took the training
Mhm.
for Jivamukti Yoga.
Nice.
The good thing about Jivamukti Yoga is that
What?
Jiva,
What yoga?
okay, Jivamukti.
Jivamukti.
Jivamukti, yeah.
Mm,
And
okay.
veganism is actually a part of it. It's sort of it's not forced, but it is highly recommended. Because how can you teach when you can't practice
Practice.
it?
Yeah.
Truly.
So it is part of our classes.
Mhm.
We have in a class, we have some sort of spiritual discourse.
Really?
And most of the time we talk about veganism. So
Okay.
because I'm not sure if it's halata, but I'm introvert. I'm an introvert. And I find it hard arguing with people
Mm-hmm.
online,
Mm-hmm.
even face to face.
Mm-hmm.
And I easily give up. But when I teach, the students could not do anything. I can say anything I want. So I use that
Yeah.
as a platform to, spread veganism.
Nice.
Because veganism is so much aligned with yoga
Yes.
because of ahimsa, non-harming,
Yeah.
and all that.
Mm.
Yeah.
The spirituality of it
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Totally.
Talk about it.
I mean,
Because
because when you connect those
Mm.
two, like yoga, is a spiritual, physical thing, like
It's holistic.
practice that you do. It's
Yeah.
holistic, and for me, the reason why I became vegan, another reason which a lot of people don't know, especially here in the Philippines, when I share with people, because I only became vegan last February, so a lot of people, when they meet me, they're like, Cassie, why are you vegan now? It's like, yeah, they're like, you were fine already. You look fit already. You're
Yeah,
already
yes,
fit,
yes.
even when you were eating meat before. It's like unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you need to go vegan? I go, I didn't do it for health.
Mm-hmm.
I
too.
didn't do it for like
Yeah.
all the other reasons. My primary reason was I did it for my spirit. So I'm vegan for spirituality. And then they're all like, what's that?
Yeah,
They're
that's
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
diba,
there's
those
such a
are
thing.
those are the aspects of veganism
Yeah.
na hindi familiar yung mga tao eh.
Super. And then I would share to them because they asked. Tama yung sinabi ni Rani.
Mhm.
Kasi the student is ready. When the student is ready, the
The
teacher
teacher.
appears.
Okay.
So that's why me as a messenger, I don't like going around preaching to people. Don't eat that. Don't eat this, or you should be vegan or whatever. No, it's only when people ask me, then I share it with them. That means they're ready to understand the deeper knowledge behind it and the wisdom that's passed down from it. So I went to Hawaii last January. Actually, it was December 31. I flew there. New Year's Eve, I spent it there. Woke up the next day, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is Neverland. Like, sobrang ganda.
In
And I could
Hawaii,
really
no?
feel, the island that I went to was Kauai.
Mhm.
It's what they call the Garden Isle. Garden Island. So it's all green, it's all fresh vegetation. It rains there the most.
Mhm.
And it's just a special place. So I was like doing a lot of meditation there. I was also doing yoga. And then I was ready to unlearn a lot of things. Like I mentioned to you a while ago, I started listening to podcasts to master my subconscious.
Mhm.
So it was opening me up already.
Mhm.
And never in a million years did I ever think I'd ever be vegan. Because I'm like, yun.
But you knew veganism before. You knew.
Of course, I
couple
knew
of
about
vegan-
veganism.
okay.
I knew Nikki Torres
Mm.
and Mona Lisa, and I knew veganism like just online or
Mm.
other people. My cousin was vegan, or she's vegan for like such a long time, ever since she was like a teenager or something.
Okay.
But I never asked her, as like,
Mhm.
why are you vegan? It's just
Okay.
like, okay, she's vegan. That's it.
Okay.
Like, I guess because I wasn't ready.
Yes,
like,
yes,
and I
yes,
didn't
yes.
need to feel like I needed to go vegan.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I didn't, because I even attained being really fit and have abs and
Yes, and all.
yeah, and
Without
everything,
being
and like
vegan.
win championships and become
And
Miss
everything
Gold's
you
Gym.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Gold's Gym Philippines, but
Whoa.
not by not being
Yeah.
vegan. But then, my spirit was sick. So my spirit, like people bullied me before, you could say that,
Mhm.
and I held on to these grudges against them because I'm like, this guy did this to me. He's such an asshole.
Mhm.
I'm like,
You can say that.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's such
I
an
guess you can say
asshole.
that.
Like,
You can say that
it's
here.
my name, man. Like Caspiration, capital ASS. He's such an asshole.
Okay.
I was like, and I held on to that for so many years,
Mhm.
and it was just eating me up inside.
Mhm.
And then it came to a point just last year where I was already starting to forgive them, but then I could still feel inside me that there was just remnants that it still just wouldn't let it go,
Mhm.
because I was like, I would plot revenge, but revenge meaning
like teleserye style.
no. Revenge meaning like success is the best revenge.
Yeah.
Okay. And
That
Well,
was my
so-
plot.
So you want to be successful for the wrong reason.
Yeah, but in your face, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to be successful, you do it for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I realized that I did get success, but then there was something like my YouTube channel. I really wanted it to succeed, but it wasn't getting the targeted like subscribers that I
Mhm.
was
Oh,
thinking
talk
in my
about it.
mind.
Yeah.
And then I go, why isn't the universe giving this to me? Like, and then I realized, I go, yes, 70% of why I'm doing my YouTube channel, like helping promote health and fitness, a lot of different sports on my vlogs,
Mhm.
just to share to people that it's not just basketball.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
There's all these different sports you can join. They just need to know what it looks like.
Mhm.
So I do that. And then I came across that, and I'm just like, why isn't it succeeding? And then I realized the other 30% of why I'm doing this is to succeed as revenge towards them.
Mhm.
And then when I succeed and I get that 1 million views or 1 million subscribers, it's be a slap in their face and be like, I told you so, I'd be famous. Like,
Okay.
whatever, like, you know everything about fitness. Like,
Uh.
I'm like this on YouTube. It probably would have ended up that way. And then
Mhm.
I go, I know now.
Uh.
Like, God, I'll release it.
Mhm.
I want to forgive them. Please
Mhm.
help me forgive them. I don't want it anymore. I'll forgive them. Like,
Yeah.
help me. And it was so like, I was just meditating every night in Hawaii and just like lying on the grass morning and evening. Yeah, I was like earthing on the grass and just like, Mother Hawaii, Mother Earth, and it's like the universe, take it away from me, recycle the energy.
Mhm.
Because I
You're
don't
like
want it
Moana.
anymore. Yeah. Funny story about that, Moana. And then, because I was in Hawaii, diba? and then it just started happening, like synchronicities.
Mhm.
I started coming across these teachers.
Mhm.
Nasaktong yung isa was my aunt's tenant
Tenant. Okay.
that I didn't know she was actually a medium.
Oh.
And then when I first met her, she goes, "Oh my God, you're beautiful!" I'm like, "Oh, this is your daughter?" Because my mother, she flew from Chicago and she
Mhm.
met me there, so we met like cross
Mhm.
continent or whatever.
Mhm.
Met in the middle of the Pacific. Tapos nagbakasyon kami doon. And then, alam mo naman, typical Filipino, I'm like, oh, she's probably just, saying that to be nice.
Mhm.
Like, maybe, even if I am pretty, but yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the usual tita thing to say.
Uh,
But she was Hawaiian. And I'm just like, so I just brushed it off. Like,
Mhm.
oh, thank you, the usual thing. Then, like, about 2 days later, like, she was outside in the porch,
Mhm.
chatting. I went out, and then we started talking. And she goes, "Oh, I saw you doing yoga on the lawn the other night. I
Mhm.
just didn't want to bother you." I go, "Yeah." I go, "You know what the weirdest feeling is? I feel like the universe sent me to be here at this particular time to let go of my grudges."
Wow. Okay.
And then she smiles and goes, "The soul does not hold on to grudges.
Mhm.
What you are holding on to is pain.
Ah.
Because that's not in its nature to hold on to grudges
Mhm.
for the soul." And I go, oh, I started getting it. I'm like, okay, that's what she tried to tell me. A few days later, because I was doing yoga in the free classes in the, parang sila may mga neighborhood centers sila.
Mhm.
They offer free
Okay.
Zumba. So I was like doing everything there because, fitness vlogging. At the same time, I wanted a free workout. So I met a yogi. He was one of the masters there. Was a Buddhist monk in India for 10 years. But white, American, blonde hair, blue eyes.
But it was a Buddhist.
Yeah, Buddhist monk.
For how long?
10 years, India.
And
Because
then
he had...
came back.
He
Okay.
came back out into the world. His story was he had a spiritual awakening, 19, got into a car accident, broke both his legs. And I'm like, no wonder. You just started living your life the way you felt like your spirit needed to be living it. And then I go, during his class, synchronicity again, he goes, before it ended, I was thinking of approaching him to ask him if we could do a yoga vlog collab. Yeah. And then when, the teacher talks about things after the class, he goes, oh, I'm making videos. If you ladies want to be part of it, please tell me. I go, you know what? That's perfect. I was just about to ask you if we can do a yoga collab. So we set it up. Maybe about a few days later, I told him, I don't want it to be in your studio. I want the yoga video to be in nature, at the waterfalls, because I want Hawaii to be a character in our video.
Oh, yeah.
So, tsaka, syempre, it's different in nature. Eh. So we go to the waterfalls there, we do yoga poses, and then he took me to this place, Waialeale, which is the source energy of Kauai. It's where like the spring comes up and everything. So we got
So it's like the tree in the Avatar movie.
medyo ganun nga. Pag kinonekta mo lahat. So we got up to the point as far as the car could go. And then we did yoga stuff there. And then all of a sudden, because I knew he was Buddhist, and we ate lunch at we ate lunch at a like a vegetarian place. So I'm like, okay, he doesn't eat meat kasi nga he's Buddhist.
Oh, okay.
And when we were up there, all of a sudden I wondered, I go, he doesn't eat meat because of the primary reason for animal rights. I go, he doesn't eat meat because there's a spiritual reason behind it. So all of a sudden, parang it's like the universe just tapped me on the shoulder. It's like, you should ask him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why he doesn't eat meat first. So I asked him, I go, Abi, I go, what's the spiritual reason why Buddhists, Hindus, or spiritual people in general,
some Gen people.
how come they don't eat meat animals? What's the reason behind it? And then he calmly just answers me like this. You understand that everything has life, correct? You have a life, the animals have life, your dogs, the plants have life. But the difference is, if someone were to cut off your hand, you scream and feel pain.
Yeah.
If someone were to cut off, like, I take this grape off,
It's not screaming at you, or it's not
Yeah.
asking for help.
it doesn't feel the same pain as a pig would if someone were to cut off the pig's hand, and it squeals and feels the same pain
Yeah, same pain as you
that
would.
you do. And I was like, I was imagining a pig, like we were up in the mountains, there was nothing around us. I'm like, just imagining it, I'm like, it hit my gut feel eh. I was like, yeah, that pig feels the same thing I do. Kasi, syempre, lumaki din akong probinsya. Pag fiesta, di ba?
Yeah,
You hear it squealing.
Yes.
And they're just like, when are you
Especially
just
the
gonna kill
goats.
it? Yeah.
The goats are the...
And it's just suffering. So it's feeling pain. And then he goes, that means the last thing it felt in its body before it died was
It's
pain.
pain.
That is pain energy.
Yes.
And it gets transferred to your spirit. And I go,
You carry it. Yeah.
I go, thank you.
Wow.
I finally understand now. But honestly, it was like this.
So it's not like when the animal is getting killed. Oh, he's
Yeah,
thankful.
yeah, it's-
It's
they're not
thankful-
diba?
they're not thankful
Oh, I'm
that
gonna
they're being
feed a
killed.
bunch of these
Yes.
apes.
Yeah, yes.
Diba?
And it's worse when they're actually confined
Mhm.
and tortured and maltreated.
Yeah.
So that means that pain, patong-patong ka
Yes,
siya.
yeah.
Oh my
Diba?
God.
So imagine just like a dairy cow. It's a female,
Mhm.
and then she gets raped.
Mhm.
She gets impregnated forcefully.
Yeah.
So it's either when they say it's like the organic one, so
Oh.
they
Let's
they
clear that
fist
up.
her.
Let's
Organic,
clear
so
that
they
up.
put their own
Maybe,
hand in.
yes.
Yeah, because
Or
you
they
use
use a rape
syringe.
rack. That's a
Mm.
machine
Mm.
for the cow to get impregnated.
So, let's just clear that up. Kasi ang common notion ng regular people
Yeah.
is that the cows in
Yeah.
in the farms they would hook each other.
Yeah, they would have
to
sex and
produce- to
enjoy
put-
into
Yeah,
pleasurable
yeah, to produce
experience.
the
Yeah,
calves,
yes.
diba? But that's not what
That's
not the
what's-
case.
No, that's not the case at all.
Not at all.
Like you said, it's they're basically getting
They're-
raped.
Yeah, they're right.
That's,
So
that's,
whether
that's the only way to describe it.
Yes.
Diba? That's the right word.
so whether they're factory farmed or
Mm.
they're farmed, they're free range, they're basically raped.
Yeah.
So that this is actually what we're saying about feminists who
Mhm.
are, if you are a feminist,
So true.
Mhm.
Just like
you
the
should be
environment.
concerned. You should be concerned about the
Yeah.
dairy industry
Oh my gosh.
because
that's
it
so
is just like that.
Yeah.
Just because human females,
Yeah.
you are being exploited, you are being abused, you are being
Yeah.
maltreated.
Yeah.
That's still another
And-
female.
And that's
Yeah, it's
and the
another
worst of all, after you get the cow gets pregnant and delivers the baby,
Mhm.
they snatch it
Yeah,
away.
They
Get away.
steal the
It's a-
baby.
and then
If the
So
baby
that
is
they-
not, a female, so
Mhm.
if it's a
A
male,
male.
it becomes a veal.
Mhm.
And if you're a female, then you become another
Another
Factory of milk. Yeah.
can I say it whore? Like
Yeah.
you're a human whore.
Bitch.
Like like you stay there and be a
Mhm.
slave for the
Yeah.
humans,
Yeah, that's-
so that you get.
that's
you know.
exactly what it
And then
is.
you suffer, and then that's the kind of suffering
Yeah, that's the kind
that,
of
that
pain.
you carry when you
That's
consume milk, and then when the female cow has to die,
Mhm.
she carries all that pain energy with her, and then you consume her.
Yeah.
So that's pretty simple.
Well,
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't want it anymore. No wonder
Mm.
I was holding on to those grudges.
well, whether you believe that spiritual aspect
Mhm.
or not, the fact that these cruelties happen is for me that's enough.
Yeah.
Diba?
The
For me,
ethical
whether you believe the
The pain energy
spiritual,
is
the
transferring.
energy,
You can see
you
that.
can debate that.
Yes.
If you're a critic, you can criticize that.
Yes,
or
yes,
be
yes.
a
With your own
skeptic,
eyes.
diba?
Yeah.
Pero it's a fact. It's well documented. You can search it up. You can look it up in YouTube,
Yeah.
anywhere. In Facebook, it's been shared many times.
Yes.
And
You can, guys, if you haven't watched Earthlings, you should watch
yeah.
Earthlings. And they show it there how the
Yeah.
reality, the truth behind the dairy industry, the pet industry, the entertainment
Mhm.
industry that uses animals.
No, that's
for
another thing,
entertainment.
diba?
Some dogs are skinned alive.
Oh my
It's
Wow,
where do we get this kind of disconnection from
Yeah.
sentient beings? It's really, I can't talk too much about it because I get emotional when I
Oh.
remember all the stuff. But yeah, that's basically what happens. So if you're not vegan yet, you just watch Earthlings, and then see for yourself.
Well, the becoming a vegan is not without challenges, diba?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, of
first of
course.
all, yung transition mo palang adapting to a new diet and just getting hold of the food that you can eat as a vegan,
Yes.
na cruelty free is a challenge, especially here in our country,
Yeah,
diba?
it is. We don't deny that.
No.
Yeah, but
So,
it's doable.
yeah, but well, there are entrepreneurs, there are companies that go venture into vegan food,
Yes.
right? So
A lot of them
they-
are going into plant-based meals.
Yeah,
now,
if
and
you're
plant-based
interested,
food, yeah.
you can go to Manila Vegans.
Manila Vegans, yeah.
Manila
There are a lot
Vegans,
of entrepreneurs
Facebook
there.
page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there are many people providers, diba? Ng mga
Yeah, local
Food.
local food.
locally produced.
Locally produced.
And just have a look.
From like it's a wide range of food, like from
Yeah, even your favorite comfort food.
yes,
Yeah.
comfort
Pizza,
food. Pizza, donuts,
burger.
Oo nga.
donuts. What else?
Lechon
Uh,
kawali. Oh my
Pinoy
gosh.
food like
Mm.
sisig.
Sisig. Kare-kare.
Yeah.
Diba?
Kare-kare,
Kare-kare is
everything.
very good.
Caldereta, menudo.
Everything,
I had
every
it last
Pinoy
Thursday.
food can be
Now,
Veganized.
now
Veganized.
even cakes.
Yeah,
cakes
you know.
and all sorts of desserts.
Yeah,
like,
desserts.
yeah, like this.
I love this.
And
Man.
some
We're gonna eat,
some
okay?
food that you can buy
Parang
from
mainggit kayo.
from the supermarkets, the groceries are actually
Oreos.
accidentally vegan.
Oreos are vegan, right?
And, yeah, and some chips, a lot of chips.
Mm.
You know, Smarties. I know. You know what? I'm not really a healthy vegan. I'm
Well, you
for
just
everybody. Yeah.
you're just disciplined. You just just like anything else.
Yes.
Whether it's vegan diet or not,
Yeah.
getting fit doesn't involve only the what you eat.
Yes.
You have to put effort.
Yes.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, a majority of it is also of it is based on what you put inside you
Oh yeah.
and what you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
abs are made in the kitchen. It's really 70 to 80%
Yes,
of
exactly.
what you put in your
Yes.
Stomach?
That's true. It's good.
basically what you eat. Everyone thinks it's the workout because that's what looks
Yes.
sexy
Yeah.
on Instagram and YouTube and
And-
everything. But that's how you reel them in first. You show them what's sexy, and then you actually have to teach them it's really the food
Yeah.
yeah.
in anything. Even if you're a meat eater, it's the food.
I actually
you
have a
want
question.
abs.
If, maybe you know what's the psychology about abs? I mean, it's 'cause
Psychology of abs.
psychology
Yeah.
of abs. Because I have abs.
Yeah.
But
Please tell us.
I don't
Please
don't
tell us.
understand
Tell me
why
specifically.
people are so amazed by it. I mean, because it's
Yeah.
just there. I mean, I don't know.
Mm,
But
okay.
of course, when you
Okay,
have
good.
abs, it's an indication that you have a strong core. Maybe that's one. But
No.
the rest of it, is it really like sexually attractive? Because
You know,
I don't think it's functional. I mean, is there function for?
It's
okay,
good
can say
that
it?
you asked that because that's always been in my mind to answer. Because why do girls like guys with
Mhm.
abs?
Yeah.
And I believe I understand why. Because when a guy has abs, that means they don't know it. Women don't know it because they just think,
It's subconscious.
yeah, they just think like, oh my god, it's hot, he has abs, blah blah blah, it's sexy. But they don't know biologically, their hormones are attracted to it because it knows that he's healthy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Though-
Because,
that's it.
because if he doesn't have abs,
No.
he's not healthy because fat
Mhm.
actually is a storage of toxins.
Okay.
Toxins are stored in fat cells.
Mhm.
And if you have a big belly, that's why when I found out this information that
Mhm.
toxins are stored in fat cells, when I see yung naglalakad ka lang sa tabi,
Mhm.
or nagda-drive ako, and then you see yung mga nakahubad na,
Mhm.
laki-laki ng tiyan,
Mhm.
tapos, di ba, parang tambay, ganyan. And I don't see them as being like, oh my gosh, look at that stomach. I see it as this, oh my gosh, that's a belly full of toxins.
yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Maybe that's a
Poison
that's
and
a good
everything.
perspective.
That's how I see it now.
Okay, then guys, you should take note of that.
That is the
Yeah.
genetic makeup of, I believe, of why women are attracted to guys with abs. Because
Well, yeah, definitely.
It's not
It's
health-
biological. Yeah. It's a trick. Eh. Something gets triggered in the brain and on our yung mga
Our body,
primal na ano natin
exactly,
instincts.
primal instincts. Our chemicals are like, they're looking for a good mate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if that mate is unhealthy, that
Mhm.
means he's not gonna bear you healthy children.
Healthy children.
Or
Yeah.
the best genetic.
And it also indicates
Genetics, like,
it also indicates
children.
discipline. You can say that
Yeah.
because you'll
Yun.
never
Yeah.
you'll
Yun
never
din.
you'll
Yeah,
never
okay.
get that physique if you're not disciplined. So that's also an indication.
True, it's good
Diba?
you noticed that. That was my
Mm.
second thing I was
Mm.
just about to say, and you confirm it.
Yeah.
Because when I see a guy that's like big bellied or it's like tamad naman ito.
Yeah.
Like wala kang discipline
But if
to like,
you're
go to
if
the
you're
gym
working
or
the
something.
construction industry and you're like, it's really
Masipag.
Yeah,
Because
masipag.
he's
Yeah,
working
yeah. So if you're
16
not
hours
so
a
if, you
day,
have,
di
if you're
ba?
working,
Oo.
if you're a construction worker and you know you're not sporting
Yeah.
abs, probably you're just
Mm.
doing something.
Yeah.
Like
It still
paperwork.
goes down to survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a
Because
propagation
kung,
of the
kung
species.
hindi siya
Yeah.
disiplinado,
Mhm.
that means he's lazy.
So
He's
he
not
can't-
gonna work
It's
to
not
put
gonna be-
food on the table
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
for the
It's not
family
gonna
and
be
your
a good
kids.
provider.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Makes sense.
Physically and social like wise, talagang it goes down to like, is he gonna be a good provider?
And
So this
and
is
that
just
also-
like-
That's what abs are for.
That's
for me
also
now.
works. Maybe the dynamics is a little bit different when it comes to women.
Yeah,
diba?
who have
Kung-
big hips.
Kung sila naman yung,
Yeah.
no, kung mataba ang babae, di ba? Iba yung, this is di ba, parang a lot of the answers to our gender issues right now is biological I think, di ba? Well, the social aspect because like iba na yung mundo rin
Yeah.
may mga additional na parts na moving parts pero at the core pwede mo siyang ano yun may explanation na biological.
Yeah.
Yun.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's why, like, but then it's funny, like, because I'm a girl that has abs.
No.
And then I have even guys ask me, they're like, oh my gosh, I've never met a girl that has abs. Like, they even ask me, like, how do you get abs? And then they always ask, what workouts do you do? And I'm like, lemon water.
Yeah.
No, what workouts do you do to get abs? I go, it's not a workout, it's lemon water. That's it.
Or-
healthy. Yeah, like, just eat
ACV.
healthy.
ACV?
And lemon water. That's what worked for me. I have my own lemon water procedure, I call it. So I call
Can
it
you
my
share that with us?
I'll
Uh-huh.
share it with you guys.
Okay.
Caspiration lemon water. But hello, you don't need it.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah,
want to
but-
be healthier, you know why?
Okay, yeah.
Here's what the lemon water did for me.
Mhm.
This was even before I was vegan. I read an article of a guy who was obese, like 650 pounds, American. Woke up and was like, am I living my best life? No. So he starts losing weight, works out, loses the weight, and but there was 40 pounds that just wouldn't go away.
Oh.
Like
So
he
he had-
plateaued or something?
Yeah, like he plateaued, but he still had 40 pounds of fat. So he had to do so much research,
Mhm.
online, books, library, lahat, asking consultants, and he found out through his research that, yun nga, like I said, it had, the reason why he's not losing those last 40 pounds of stubborn fat
Mhm.
is because it's protecting, your body's protecting yourself
Mhm.
and your body from those toxins
Mhm.
releasing back into your body because it's going to release into your organs.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why sometimes
Damn.
fat is
Mhm.
actually protecting you
Mhm.
because those your body takes out or excretes the toxins out of your organs.
Mhm.
Because if there's toxins in your organs, then it's gonna have cancer. And then it takes it out away from your organs and then stores it in fat cells, kaya around the belly. Because this is
Oh.
usually where our organs are.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
And then it stores it there because it doesn't want it to go back into your organs and then do damage to it.
yeah. Okay.
So it's actually protecting your body. But now you don't want it in there anymore. So what
Mhm.
do you have to do? He researched that he had to eat and drink more alkaline
Yeah.
food and beverages.
Okay. So,
So
to
he-
eliminate the toxins first,
Yes.
so that the fat can dissolve.
The,
So
the
I-
fat doesn't have to protect the organ.
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. So it can flush out of your body.
Yeah.
So when I found out that basic principle, I was like, oh my gosh. So I always tell people, it's like this. Because I also do Fitspiration talks in schools,
Mhm.
offices, or whoever else invites me to
Mhm.
these talks or they hire me to do like
Mhm.
a Fitspiration talk. I tell them, that fat cell that has toxins inside of it, that
Mhm.
stubborn fat cell, what the lemon water does is it acts like a key
Mm-hmm.
that
Uh-huh.
unlocks those stubborn fat cells,
Okay.
opens it up, and with water and exercise
Uh-huh.
and more healthy eating,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it flushes us out of the body. And true enough, I woke up about a year and a half later of just regularly doing it. I just had faith that it would work.
Mhm.
But my intention wasn't to have abs. My intention was, I don't want toxins in
Yeah,
my
yeah,
body.
just to flush
Mhm.
the toxins.
Yeah. I was even like, I don't want to, typical girl.
Yeah.
Even if I played like really rough sports, like
Ah.
I'm on the national
get-
rugby
yeah.
team, I'm like, I don't want to look too muscular. Like, sorry, medyo ano.
Uh,
Nangyari,
Yeah, we
parang,
get
oh my
that.
God, I woke up, I had abs. like crazy. I was like,
You're like Spider-Man.
yeah. Like I had superpowers. And then I'm like, wait. And then some people will be like, oh my gosh, parang lalaki. But then eventually, I had more people that were saying, wow, that's so sexy.
Yeah.
Like, abs on you look sexy. Because I also met a friend who she also inspired me before. I go, wow, Maria, like, your abs look sexy on a woman. So I started calling it chick abs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I go, it's sexy abs for a woman. Like we can actually make it look sexy. It doesn't have to look masculine. So then I owned it. I'm like, yeah, I got abs. I'm a girl.
Yeah.
And then it's like with
So
other
much
guys.
addiction.
Oh, ibang guys,
Confidence,
like,
yeah.
kaya nahihirapan lumapit sa akin. It's like, oh my gosh, like, she has abs, I don't. But yeah, that's...
What do you think
how it
about
is.
that? About guys who doesn't have abs?
Explain ko naman kanina.
Is it a requirement
I just see toxins.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
not
okay.
about.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
about.
yeah.
It's not
Oh my
about like
gosh.
it's
Yeah.
not sexy. It's about toxins.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And
Or
it's not
no
about
toxins.
seeing them fat.
Yeah.
I just see there's toxins all over
Yeah.
your belly.
Mm.
It's like, do you want that? Like, really? That's poison.
Mm.
That's how I see it now. Like, because I'm like left-brained like that.
Ah, yeah.
So I look and I like, when I'm interested in a topic, I go down to like the science level and connecting it. That's why I liked yung story with me being vegan and the pain energy.
Mhm.
Sa totoo lang, when the monk told me that,
Mhm.
at first I'm like, I understand now. Thank you for telling me. But when he said it right after, I'm like, I'm still gonna be eating meat. I'm like, I'm still gonna eat meat though.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's
Yeah,
what was
yeah,
in my mind when we were in the mountain.
Mhm.
But then I come back home.
Same day
No.
here.
After the super blue blood moon. I spent the super blue blood moon in Hawaii.
Mhm.
Okay.
So sumakto. Lots of spiritual things that
Okay.
happened. And that I could say on another story too. Or
Okay.
another episode. I come
Yes.
back home and I tell my sister all the magical things that happened to me in Kauai. And I'm like, it's Neverland. And you know my uncle there, he's Peter Pan. Like he never grew up. He's still like, he's 60 and he still surfs and fishes.
Oh,
And he's
talaga?
like, hang 10, man. He's
Wow.
60. And he's like a 20-year-old surfer. And then I told her what the monk told me and she goes, because she's still in high school. She studies in Miriam. So fresh pa. Like I probably either forgot it or I didn't learn it because it didn't interest me at the time.
Mhm.
But when the student is ready, the teachers appear.
Yeah.
So even my
So
sister was
you
a teacher.
became a teacher now?
No.
Oh, she
my
was
sister,
your teacher?
My sister was my
Oh,
teacher.
okay.
She goes, Ate, that's our lesson in science right now. What the monk told me, the transfer of pain energy to my spirit.
Wow.
She goes, in science, they just taught us
Mhm.
that the law of conservation of energy states
Mhm.
that energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
Yeah.
It can only be
Yeah,
transferred or
transferred.
transformed.
Yeah.
And then both our eyes lit up. We were like, what
Yeah.
the monk said's true in science too.
Wow, it's a confirmation.
Yeah, that was the
And it's
confirmation.
that-
We're all
it's-
energy.
We are.
Yeah.
Everything now. Like
Everything.
this grapes
Yeah.
energy, this
It
this
just
glass,
transfers, yeah.
everything. It just
Yeah.
transfers to you because
And then-
why do you eat food?
Mm.
You eat food so you have energy.
Energy.
That's
Yeah.
To
amazing.
play sports.
Ba-
Yeah.
Parang how many people would have come this far to this profound dun sa from veganism, 'di ba? From just thinking about vegans and from the things that they read on the internet and
Yeah.
see, 'di ba, and hear.
Yeah.
Parang gaano kadaming tao ang nakakaabot sa level na what you just
Yes.
said, the
Yeah.
stories that you just told, 'di ba? So that's amazing, eh, 'di ba?
Yeah, just the experience. I mean, like, I totally recommend to people just go and travel and talk to people, be ready and open
Yeah.
to learning from anyone and everything,
Yes.
Mhm.
even hearing things in nature, because they're all your teachers for
Yes,
anything that you're
yes.
going through. Kasi, like, my little sister, like, she's half my age.
Yes,
at the-
and she was your
taught
teacher.
Me, yeah, she's my
Yeah.
teacher. I was like, oh my gosh. We were like, we put together the pieces of the puzzle. But
Mhm.
the spiritual medium taught me that I'm not holding on to grudges. I'm holding on to pain. And then the monk said, that pain transfer from the slaughtered animals gets transferred to your spirit.
Oh,
And then my sister saying that in science, it's not created nor destroyed. Energy is transferred or transformed. I go,
That's
It
a hell of a
just
thought,
goes-
diba? That's a
Yeah.
hell of a
Yeah.
thought that every bite you take from
From
a
anything.
dead from a dead animal's food, diba?
Yeah,
It's,
it's transferred to you.
It's screams of agony.
yeah.
diba?
You feel it in your
Wow,
gut
that's-
when you hear
yeah.
that story.
Oh my god, diba?
And you know what? It stays there. I mean, for you to be able to fully digest that, it
Mhm.
takes about, I don't know, I forgot, about 48, more than 48 hours. And so
Yep.
that stays there. That garbage stays there.
That confirms what happened to me. Here's the reason why I was like, me and my sister, I'm like, I told my sister right then and there, because when the monk told me that half of the, like, the reason why they don't eat meat, I wasn't, like, sold yet. Honestly, I wasn't.
Continue lang.
Continue lang. I needed, like, something else. And then my sister told me, I was like, ooh, that was another thing. And then I was like, I'm like, AJ, I'm gonna go vegan. And then my sister goes, at 15 years old, I'm gonna go pescatarian. I go, wow, that's such a big step for you. Like at your age, to like change your diet like that. And then I did it. And on the third day, which confirms what you said, that it stays in your system and your body for 48 hours. On the third day of going vegan, I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this feeling? I don't hate my enemies anymore. I was like, oh my god. And I feel
something.
I feel nothing but love for them. So I go, that's so weird. I held on to this for 4 years and all I had to do was change my diet and I wouldn't hate them anymore. Dude, like amazing. Ang sakit, I held it for 4 years. Wanting to take revenge against them. Wanting to... Dude, you like
Yeah.
MMA? I was so determined to punch the fuck out of them and ask them to go one-on-one with me in the octagon, even if he was 220 pounds and I was only like 115. I was gonna be like,
Damn.
let's slug it out in the freaking octagon and I'm gonna show you. And I don't care if I die because I'm doing this for all the women out there. So, because I feel like by you bullying me
Yeah.
and people know how strong I am, that
You represent.
yeah, I represent. That
are-
means you don't respect any woman in the entire world.
Yes.
For you to do this to me, but
Damn, that was heavy.
when I look back on it, it's my own ego then.
Ah, yeah.
Because I became so spiritual now. I was like, oh, that was my own ego.
Yeah, talking about ego.
Yeah. And then it was reflective.
Yes.
Why did I hate him so much?
Yeah.
Well,
Because I had that in me.
Yes.
Just to add
Yeah.
something about forgiveness, parang you forgive people, your enemies. Forgiveness, most people think it's something you do for the other person, but
Yeah.
it is quite a selfish thing.
Yes.
That it's a
Yeah.
selfish practice, diba? It's you do it for
You
yourself.
have to do it for yourself.
Diba? It's not
Because
about
you are carrying it.
yeah, you're the one who's suffering
Yes.
because of that.
Yes.
Yun, so
Yeah, I suffered so much. Like, I was mentally tormented. I would, before I went to sleep, I would plot in my head how successful I would be
And then
in the wrong,
for the wrong reason.
Purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
for the
For
wrong
reasons.
why. And be like, I'm gonna smack it in his face and be like, I got this.
I'm strong.
Yeah. Or like, when I,
Mhm.
at the start of our fight, I really wanted to just freaking punch his face out, you know? And
Flying knee to the head.
yeah, like even if I'm a girl, and I don't care if he would punch me back because I knew that if he did something back to me, he would look so bad because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
Diba? Like I had that card.
Well, you have that ace.
Yeah, I had that card. That's why I was like, I didn't care. I was really gonna ask him if he would go to the octagon with me. And then, but case in point, like, and that's what happened. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
It's amazing.
And then it just, and from that moment on, I knew on the third day
Mhm.
that I would be vegan for life.
Oh.
Because I go, that morning I was like, I don't ever want to hate anyone again.
That was quite a release.
Yeah, super. Because I was also meditating at the same
Yeah.
time, even
Yes.
prior to going vegan. But it just still wouldn't go away, even though I was meditating
there's
like
something
forever.
holding you back.
That's
and
it.
It's, and it's
And that was the
It's
meat. It was
amazing.
the pain energy. Because why? You tortured and you killed and you gave those animals pain, and it's inside you. They want to get back at you. Diba? It's
Yeah.
like it's in there.
No,
So
that-
that's why I had that, like, I needed to do revenge, like
Yeah.
revenge all the time. I was like, wow, just have to go, I'll be vegan for life because I just feel so much love for everyone. I just wanted to hug everybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, so this is what hippies feel like.
Yes, yes. I experienced that, you know, when it came from.
I just hug everybody. I was like, I just love everyone. Like, even if I don't know you or
Yeah,
you or you,
yeah.
I'll give you a hug. Like, super aloha. Especially because I just came back from
You know what, I
Hawaii.
experienced that as well when I went to Bahay Kalipay.
Mhm.
I was like, when I came back, it felt like I loved everyone, and I didn't know how to express it. So I would just, you know, SMS everyone, like, I love you. All my colleagues.
Yeah, they're like,
And my
what's
friends were
Rani
like, yeah,
doing?
What the hell?
What's happening to you? Parang ganun.
That's so
You know,
amazing.
because it's different when you feel you are loved. You are loved yourself. You are loved.
In everything.
Yeah, because you are connected.
Because you love yourself first, and then you just realize, oh my God, we're like oneness.
Yeah.
So, yung, kung ganun nga yung case, di ba? And that energy, the pain energy that stays in your body after consuming somebody that was
Experiencing
mistreated
pain. Yeah.
and exploited and everything else. If it's true na ganun yung epekto sa katawan mo, can you just imagine that kind of pain that creature experienced, no?
That's it.
Ang hirap, di ba? Damn.
Mahirap siya.
So I
And
don't want to eat them
If it could do that to you after,
Yeah.
di ba? You didn't even consume the entire animal,
Yeah.
di ba? Just a fraction of it.
like just
Diba?
a slice of bacon.
Yeah.
diba?
the favorite how do you say that when people say comment, you know, bacon daw.
yeah,
What was that? That's
bacon.
like
They're like, but I like bacon so much.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I know. Well, it's the common reply.
Yeah, yeah.
Diba? Well, so
there's vegan bacon. That's the best thing.
Yeah, from butcher.
There's so
Ah.
many
It's
vegan
good.
options now.
well,
And
say just tell everyone kung sino man yung mga providers ng mga ganyan.
favorite ko? You have
Are there
You wanna go ahead?
any?
Where? Oh, you go
Your
ahead.
favorites? Okay. Of course. That one. Oh.
Ah.
But specifically the Ferrero inspired.
Mhm.
It is so good.
And the what's that? The
Reese's?
coffee.
Coffee.
The
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 cafe
cafe
latte.
latte. Cafe latte.
Yeah, that one.
And also I like butcher. I also like locality.
Mhm. Locality makes what?
Locality. It's what's that? It's turmeric tea.
Ah, okay.
They do something with it and then it's so refreshing.
Mhm.
Basta, it's so refreshing. Even if you eat
It's
a lot of
hot
oily
tea?
food, it's cold.
Ah, cold.
It's cold, yeah, it's cold. Of course, GK food, Greenery Kitchen. If you haven't heard of Greenery Kitchen,
As their last
and
Thursday.
if you are like, especially for transitioning vegans,
Mhm.
like
True.
if you are missing your, name it, caldereta,
Mhm.
Lechon
Ah, okay.
kawali.
sisig,
So it's
egg,
Tapsilog.
sisig
Yeah.
with itlog.
Mhm.
Because
Ilaga.
the egg is made from
Sinigang.
tofu and all those stuff, and then they use, of course, black salt, so it tastes like, it smells like egg,
Mhm.
so you won't miss egg.
Wow.
And they have-
it literally smells like egg.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
It's
Tastes
haven't
like it
tried that.
too. I had it last
Actually,
Thursday.
nakatakot siya.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then there's this liempo by the Good Choices.
Mhm.
Diba? I was so amazed with that. I was like, this thing looks like meat, and it has the same layers
Yeah.
of, like, there's fat, there's meat. You know how
Yeah,
lechon
yeah,
kawali
yeah,
is?
yeah.
And then there's fat again, and I bit into it. It had the same crunch as
Mhm.
lechon kawali, and then it had like layers of fat. I go,
It's like
how is this possible?
Mhm.
I was like, they're geniuses.
there are witches,
Oh.
sorcerers,
yes.
you know,
Yeah.
We all are wizards.
kitchen wizards.
Yeah.
And what else? Yeah, donuts from Green Bar.
Here, I'll
Mm.
show you.
Oh, that.
That's it.
Wow. Yeah, I've had those.
Yeah.
I've had those.
Oh, but my favorite from Greenery Kitchen is tofu skin.
I don't forget. I forget the. Yeah.
What's that?
I was
What are you
eating it.
eating?
The lechon kawali.
Okay. I
Oh,
think
that's
that's
you.
lechon. That's lechon.
I'm not sure.
Also they have this lechon, what did you buy it from?
Greenery.
So they have that lechon kawali.
And you make ice creams,
Yeah, I
right?
make ice cream. I have this stuff.
He makes ice cream.
Yeah,
by the way.
it's-
It's sort of the din
There's
siya.
like a healthy one and the not so
Mhm.
healthy one. The not so healthy is the ochibik. It's a soft serve. We serve it in Mandala.
Yeah.
In Good Food Sundays. And then
Nice.
we also
South
have
Park,
the
right?
Vice cream.
Invite them. Invite them.
You can buy them from the Vice cream. You can buy from where? Corner Tree Cafe and the Vegan Grocer. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
wait.
The vegan grocer.
Vegan Grocer, you cannot forget that. 'Cause
Yeah.
they
have
it's
everything.
a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
If you're too lazy to order from different, because sometimes you have to pay for the delivery coming from
Yeah.
like Gertrude's Kitchen. They have also this amazing
Yeah.
gluten-free cake.
Cakes din sila.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's filling.
Mhm.
So parang pwede mo na siyang gawing meal.
Oo nga, no?
So, and then you can buy like from Superfood, Grocer. They also have ice cream, Super Scoops.
Yeah.
My
I've tried
favorite
those.
is
You're good.
that vanilla
Casino, di ba? May nakita. Pag,
Yeah, may
pag,
mga ganun.
pag,
Dami.
pag pumunta ka doon di ba? So,
Yeah.
you're gonna see. It's like
Grocery store.
a grocery store.
Like a mini mart.
But everything's vegan, so...
Yeah, so you don't have to like read labels
Yeah.
and be concerned about anything
It's
at
the
all because
amazing part of
because
it.
they already filtered that out. And
Nice.
they also have the vegans. We have that. Well, we
What?
sell that too.
Sorry?
The
Vegans.
vegans, that's
Vegans?
protein powder. It's
Okay.
pea protein or
For those who work out.
for those who need extra protein. Because for me,
Anyone.
if you don't need
Yeah.
extra protein, don't take it. But if you need to, then go ahead.
Yeah,
Ano
you
na kasi
really
siya?
only need, what,
Mm.
42, 48 grams of protein in a day.
Yeah.
That's the average that
Yeah.
you need. And vegans, vegetarians, they get more than that.
Yeah.
So
Really?
you're
So
actually
it
having
depends if you
too
really
much.
need to like bulk up or just
So basically, there are ways na makakuha ka ng mga
Yes.
vegan food. So it's still quite a challenge pa rin, pero it's possible.
yeah. We
diba?
need lang education.
Mm.
Because you can be the gourmet vegan,
Yeah,
you can be the kuriput vegan,
Oo nga.
you can be the junk food eating vegan, you can be the healthy whole foods
Oo,
plant-based
diba?
vegan. You can be any vegan that you
You
like.
can be all.
You can actually be in any body,
Mhm.
like body type. You can be skinny, you wanna be like fit,
Mhm.
you wanna look heavy.
Mhm.
Depends.
Yeah.
And you have all those
Yeah.
vegan food available for you.
Amazing. Ang galing, no?
Kasi palengke is a good source of vegan food.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okra, okay ka na eh.
Okra.
Talaga.
I actually like talong, but it's not as nutritious as like
Yeah,
ampalaya.
How
But
about
I just like
TJ?
it. Yeah, tell him to eat talong.
TJ.
Yeah. But yeah, ampalaya is good.
Super healthy.
What are your favorite,
Superfood
ano?
din yan. Gulay?
Gulay.
Ano bang favorite kong gulay? I like the really healthy ones. Like, I'm super into, okay,
The green ones.
here's another part of the story of my vegan again.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What also made me just fully go onto it was I watched a video online on YouTube. And Infinite Waters, Diving Deep, he's also vegan, shares about like the spiritual side of it all too. And he had a video online that said, the 10 things vegans won't tell you about. Or the
Okay,
10
okay.
secrets. The 10
Okay.
secrets vegans won't tell you about. So of course you're gonna click on it. So
Mhm.
what do they know that I don't know?
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, one, it's compassion. By not eating them, you're also practicing compassion. And then 3, he also confirmed what the monk said about the transfer of pain energy. And then about a few numbers later, he goes, and when you go vegan, you get more knowledge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because your spirit is clear from any tainted energy that's not your own and that's not pain energy. And you're gonna get messages from the universe when you, especially when you meditate.
Yeah. Well, meditation is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parang you can criticize it, pero it's ano eh.
It does good.
If you don't
It does you good.
if you don't practice it, parang don't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Diba?
But I also call meditation prayer din.
Mhm.
Yeah, like for some people, you could call meditation prayer.
Yeah.
Or
Or-
contemplation.
Oo, your
Or-
intentions.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Ganyan. Or when
Doesn't
you
have
want
to be.
attract.
You don't
Yeah.
have to go up on top of a mountain.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
you can
exactly.
you can meditate
eh.
anywhere. I
Oh.
meditate while I'm walking.
Yeah. Or
Like
jogging.
walk, yeah.
Yeah.
Running is a meditation in
Yeah.
itself. Like when you know about runner's high.
Mm.
It's like
Mhm.
orgasm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're reaching that
Mhm.
state. It's
Mhm.
also the same thing that when people reach that samadhi.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Especially marathoners. You're
Yeah,
doing it for
yes,
so long.
Yeah,
You get bored, you really have to be in this meditative mode
Mm.
and do your like mantra or something.
Or
But
just-
yeah, that's what happened to
Or
me.
just when you're working and you get pagod ka na, di ba? Sabay just gumaling ka lang, di ba? You just
Yeah,
you
just
just pause
be
a little
still.
bit and then close your eyes and then just let.
You can
a little
even
bit
just
of
look
time
at one
pass.
point in
Diba?
front of you.
Mm-mm.
Just look at one object and you know,
Mm.
just
It clears your mind, it clears your thoughts, and it's a big thing na pag nangyari yun.
yeah, it's
Can give you
just
clarity.
releasing those monkeys in your mind.
Yeah.
It's called monkey mind, and they're just so many
Oo nga.
thoughts
Mm.
coming in, and they're just playing, jumping around, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then when you sit still, or you stand still, or you just be still, then, you know, there's almost no thought. You know, you can't be thoughtless, but you know, they are. You know, they don't have to be like this much.
You just let it float by like
Yeah.
clouds.
Yeah.
That's what they
Yes.
say.
Stick.
Kasi, yun eh, like, when I found that out, I go, oh my gosh, that would be really the reason why I would like totally go vegan. Aside from all the other, like it took me a lot of, it was probably 3 reasons
Mhm.
combined into one. That's why when people ask me and they're like, wow, like what would be mine? Or I tell them, research.
Mm.
Because when you
Yeah, that's
research,
it.
then you'll find what clicks with you.
Yeah,
Because
that's
there's no one right reason or no one wrong reason that people might think like, oh, you're doing it for vanity. That's wrong.
Mm.
If it makes them go vegan,
Yeah.
Mm.
For
then
me,
that's
it's
still a good
yeah.
thing.
You know, you're
Oo nga.
still, you're
Yeah,
still
you're still
saving
saving
animals.
them exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's important to do your own research pa rin, di ba?
Mhm.
You don't just take anybody's word for it. But if somebody manages to convince you enough to look into it, and then syempre, it's your body. You gotta be responsible, di ba? And do your own research.
But that's it then.
Mhm.
And I spoke with my friend and she told me, yeah. When I told her, she goes, huh, I knew that. She goes, that's the reason why during, let's say Holy Week,
Mhm.
that's why we fast. And we only eat like in
Exactly.
Catholic fish
Mhm.
because it's lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And that means that your body is physically lighter, then that means your spirit can talk more to
Yes,
source.
you are more
To
ready.
God,
You are
yeah.
more prepared.
So I go, oh,
Speaking of
vegan.
fast, di ba, there's this another new thing. That's the intermittent fasting. Di ba?
Mhm.
You can go vegan and still do that, right?
Yeah.
Kasi you're just gonna stop eating.
I think I accidentally
Totally.
doing it.
Accidentally.
Accidentally doing it. But
Okay.
yeah, I didn't do it in
In purpose?
purpose. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I think I am.
Well,
I-
you obviously don't need that.
Yeah, but yeah.
Maybe that's why he
What the-
became like that. But yeah, the monks,
Mhm.
they practice, vegetarian and,
Mhm.
and vegan and
Mm,
intermittent fasting and stuff at the
Mhm.
same time.
Maybe they don't call it intermittent fasting, di ba? Kasi,
Yeah.
di ba? Pero
Since
it's
you've
the
been
same
doing
thing.
a lot of research, have you researched about the Tibetan monks who are like doing some
Energy work or something?
like
What's this?
yoga? Their not brand of yoga. It's like they have like amazing exercises every day. Maybe you can.
No, not yet.
Maybe you
not
can.
yet.
Yeah.
I'll look into
that.
it when I
Yeah.
travel there.
Yeah.
I'll go there maybe
Yeah,
after
maybe
Australia.
You can, maybe you can do
Yeah.
that too. It's really, how do you say?
It's very spiritual too.
It's also very physical. It's
Kakayanin ko
challenging?
naman.
kakayanin mo.
Kasi fit naman. ako.
Yes,
Mm.
yes, you can. Because you played like how many?
4 games
4
today.
games today,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
came
God.
from a prison
Really?
tournament. Yeah.
Can you, iba mo naman tayo, break mo tayo sa vegan. so sports, where do you where do you meet the people that you play with?
Play sports with?
Diba?
Ultimate Frisbee, my brother introduced me to it. 2008.
In UP?
Ateneo kami actually, we
Can
played
you
there
just, sorry,
too.
can you just hold it there? Because when I heard about people doing frisbees, I was imagining people who are like catching them.
That's what they always
Yung
say.
mouth!
Yeah. Like, ano yan? Di ba yun yung hinahagis sa aso?
Or dog, yeah.
We get that all the time.
But I saw
Yeah,
frisbees,
yeah,
you know.
In UPs.
Pero ang
Galing.
hirap nun. no?
Mahirap siya. Actually, mahirap siya.
Kasi tatakbo ka ng tatakbo
Yeah.
di ba?
That's why I love
It
it.
is challenging. It is
So much
challenging.
sprinting and
Yeah,
cardio.
sprinting.
And rugby. Who the hell plays rugby in the Philippines? Di ba? Where do you
Same
find
Only a
those
handful
people?
of people.
Di ba? Where do you find these
So
people?
they have so you have the same competitor every time you play.
No. Di naman. It's
Like how
totally
many
different sports.
how many people are like playing rugby here?
it
Around like 1,000
grew.
naman?
No, less
500,
than
200, maybe 100,
Maybe
a handful.
siguro mga, you could say maybe 200.
Ah,
200?
Maybe
Wow.
tackle rugby, yeah.
Mhm.
Or
How
let's
is
say
it
let's say
different?
let's say 300 to be safe or something.
Mhm.
Or wait, if you include the kids, let's just say 500.
500.
Because there's two kids
Well,
tackle
there's
rugby.
hope.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
hope for tackle rugby in the Philippines.
And the only ones who play it, the kids, is like
Mm.
usually the IS schools, international schools.
Yeah. Are
Yeah.
they pure Filipinos or?
Usually they're
Yes.
foreigners, like
I see.
ambassadors,
Yeah,
kids,
like,
rich kids.
Kids of expats.
But it's so nice to watch because we also have a foundation team.
Mhm.
Yung mga orphans, na
Mhm. And they play.
mga child hope kids,
Mhm.
or yung mga batang langsanga. As in,
Yeah.
yung rugby kids.
Rugby boys.
Yeah, yung
Rugby boys
no
playing
joke,
rugby.
mga rugby boys. Taught them rugby.
The proper
and then
rugby, di ba?
The proper rugby.
This is rugby.
And they play up against the
Wow.
IS
Oh.
international school
Oh,
kids. So it's like,
so-
wow, at least they get to like
Oh.
experience each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In terms of like,
That's
sobrang layo ng skill.
Oh.
That's big,
Yeah.
for people na ganon,
Yeah.
for these what do they call this, the PC term for that. Anyway, so yung hindi privileged, tapos
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
get introduced
very
Yes.
and
privileged.
get insight from other people.
Mm.
Diba? It's huge eh. Na pwedeng gawin sa
It's
psyche ng
like-
isang, especially to a child,
Mm.
diba? It's
And they
big.
get to experience, you know,
Mm.
stuff like that
Oo.
that they wouldn't experience if they didn't meet these people.
Mm.
Yeah.
Speak.
Well, that's it.
And how about
how
the
I
other
got.
sports?
Oh yeah. Well, initially I got into playing all these different sports is because, well, played baseball when I was a kid. Came here to the Philippines.
Mm.
Volleyball, table tennis, badminton.
Table tennis?
Yeah.
Like ping pong?
Yeah,
Ping
ping
pong
pong.
race.
I was
Ah.
good. Champion ako ng grade
Oh my God.
school.
Talaga?
Yeah.
That's
I
one of
think
my, my
I'd
sports.
rather do tennis, like the lawn tennis than that. Because that's so
Oy, ang
fast.
saya!
Yeah.
Ang saya nun! Ang saya
I have,
nun.
I have a
coordination.
I have an uncle who's a coach in that.
Table tennis.
I convinced my office mates before dun sa studio namin to buy a ping pong table. So, ping pong break!
Yeah.
So,
Such a good workout.
everybody's drawing. Tapos, ping pong break,
Okay.
ping pong break.
You
That's-
Drop
need
your
it.
pencils and then
Yeah,
play
for
ping
your
That's
pong.
more
creativity.
tiring than the table football.
Football.
Yeah. the
That's
table-
just your wrists.
Oo.
I
Because
think
we
that's
have that-
exercising something
we,
else.
we have that in our office.
You should
Nokia.
try ping pong. You should try
I've tried that
table
as a
tennis.
kid.
No, it's
May
ano,
coordination.
it's mental eh. It's
Yeah,
mental.
it is.
It's mental.
Kasi
Kasi placing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then, are you gonna chop it or smash?
Oh,
Yeah.
right, diba?
Yeah, like
And
how
then you have to
gonna-
worry about the what do you paddle?
Yeah, the paddle.
Mm.
The stickiness of the
stickiness,
paddle.
yeah.
And it's
And you have to
mura
work.
compared to other
Oh,
sports. It's a lot
Mm.
cheaper than
Yeah.
other sports. You try boxing, the gloves are, diba, they're
And then you
expensive
have
if
to
you
go
want
to-
good quality. Pero sa kanila,
Oh, by the way,
500
there are like legit vegan gloves.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
actually
really?
bought it's called how do you pronounce it? Vehement.
I don't. I have no idea.
Vehement.
I don't know.
It's I have them. I have the shin guards
Mhm.
and the gloves.
So you
I bought it from the US when my sister came from the US. She like brought
Okay.
the.
so
set
you
with her.
train
I used to
combat
train
sports
like
then?
I used to train like just for fitness.
For
lang.
fitness, exercise.
Kickboxing, boxing.
Ah.
That's it.
Nice.
I
Well,
also-
you do look like Bruce Lee when we first met.
Oo nga. Your photo.
Because his hair was
because of the
like
hair,
that.
because it was just, I
I
cut
know,
my
I
cut
bet
my hair
you
the
was
day
trying
before.
to-
right?
He's trying to do a Bruce Lee. In my mind, like yeah,
Okay.
that's the look he's going for. It's funny.
I didn't even
You didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, didn't do it. And then someone told me, actually Joshua, he told me lang like a few days ago kasi we were looking at the photos and then Bruce Lee
Yeah.
said
You
that.
look like
That's
Bruce
this
Lee.
thing.
Kasi
Like the face.
tsaka
and
fit ka rin, so
the
I'm like,
face and
yeah.
the leanness of
Oh, so
Bruce
so I
Lee.
was like, you're probably going for Bruce Lee. Because I met Rani
But that
at
wasn't
the Manila Vegans Veg Shop.
Veg shop.
So every month they have a vegan
Yeah.
meet up in different places in Metro Manila, and everyone who wants
Yeah,
to
you
go is
should
available
join.
that day.
Yeah.
So you
Invite
can
everyone,
experience,
invite everyone.
you experience, vegan food. If you're not vegan or you're
Dito-
transitioning. This is my camera. Okay, so you
This is your camera.
okay, so you go to you check the Manila Vegans Facebook group, and then there's an events page.
No, it's
Where
a group page.
A group
It's a
page.
group
Okay,
page.
it's a group page.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Just-
so bano about all
Okay
this.
lang. Techie
That's
stuff.
dito. Yeah.
Tito
I know
daw
I'm
siya.
an engineer, but I only work with the stuff that's
Oo nga, no?
behind
I see.
not the applications and all that.
Work
Anyway,
related.
yeah. So there, you check the group event.
Yeah, anyone who's
Yeah.
interested, just
Just like search.
even slightly interested
Yeah,
about
yeah.
what vegans and veganism is all about,
Yeah.
just
And then
check
you can
out that
meet,
page.
and then if you are a lonely vegan, because
Lonely
I've met
vegans.
vegans. Because when I
Okay.
started, I thought that I was the only one in the Philippines.
yeah. Okay.
Because there are a lot of vegans who thought they were the only ones.
Wow.
Oh.
It's so isolated.
Until I met,
That's sad though.
You know, guys, you're so lucky now because
Yeah.
there are a lot of vegans that you can.
I believe that.
In the Philippines.
Mhm.
When I was when I was starting, I only knew about
When?
maybe Marie. There was 2012. I'm counting.
Wow, that's just
October.
recent pa rin.
October.
Well, it's been a while. so-
And then I attended
6
classes.
years?
I attended classes for like in from Kitchen Revolution pizza
Mhm.
class. Oh, she's not here now. She's in
Mhm.
Australia.
So, yeah, Marie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the pizza class is awesome,
Yeah.
and I also attended her other classes. And then I got to attend Nancy's class in
Mhm.
yoga class. Yeah.
In the
Then you
the
found
park
out she's
in,
also vegan.
Yeah, so these were the people that I knew were vegans, and some Nanay Nona, and also Carmela, and the people
Mhm.
behind Superfood Grocer.
Mhm.
But else, these were the only ones.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
there's
It's
also
growing.
the
Mass
vegan,
consciousness.
there's
is
also the
growing.
vegan yoga groups, right? I don't
well,
know.
well,
Diba?
Which ones?
Si Nancy.
Nancy and myself and Jan, we are all Jivamukti yoga teachers. So we of course we're vegans,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so we're actually grateful to Nancy for
She's the founder of Manila
for founding
Vegans,
Manila
right?
Vegans, because you know what? But her intentions weren't that noble as well. Because she just wanted to have some friends.
Yeah.
Because she was she was
Fine.
just
Now, why is
losing.
it not-
Well, you
Yeah,
gotta start somewhere. diba?
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
so-
start finding
and then
friends is
and then
always-
now it's so big,
Mhm.
and all the characters are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25,000
Yeah.
in the group.
Yeah.
Oh, nga, no. When I first saw it, I think it's just around 7 or just a
Tala-
little bit more than 5,000.
Talaga.
Kasi
When
nung-
was, I can't
I'm not active in.
Uh-huh.
Well, first of all, I'm not vegan.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really vegan, but I've read and understand a few things about
Mhm.
it, and I
so
can.
since when you become a member?
Last year, sometime last year.
How about Len?
She's there since maybe 2 or 3 years already.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because I think I was one of the first few
Mm.
people that Nancy added.
Talaga.
Moderate or...
No, I'm not. I don't want to do admin.
Yeah.
It's really a-
stressful. Kasi introvert ka eh.
It's really it's a huge responsibility.
Talaga.
Yeah. Because there's a
And,
lot
and,
of...
and then I cannot then you have to have some filters. I want to say,
We put our filters up through meditation, di ba?
yeah.
So you coming over here to diba, that's it says a lot na that you want your about your intentions diba and your purpose
Yeah.
on doing this project
Vegan is
Sexy.
sexy. Yeah. So there. First of all, I want to thank the people who supported. I didn't expect it actually. Well, when I
Ang
thought
bilis,
about,
ah.
when I thought
1,000
about
thanks agad.
this, I just wanted to have some photos of vegans who should destroy the, you know,
The stereotype.
the stereotypes, and then I didn't know how to implement it. I didn't know how to like how are we going to do how are we going to make the campaign. So and then TJ said, okay, make a page. So I made a page, and then
okay.
I just made a page.
Well,
Yeah.
TJ, that's
Created a
TJ.
page, and then he asked me to like upload the photos, and I did. And then I did the layout of the photos.
So is this gonna be an ongoing thing? If there
Actually,
are
I'm still
other
overwhelmed, and
applicants?
I'm quite pressured right now because I gotta work.
Well, we all do.
I mean, like,
Uh-huh.
a lot of people are interested. There are a lot of messages. A lot of people are messaging me, and a lot of people want to help. There's actually one girl who wanted to help us out, admin the page, and I'm grateful for her.
Nice.
And
Say
her
her
name
name.
is AG. I forgot her surname pa, but we just met yesterday. And she has quite a lot of ideas.
Nice.
And
Good.
yeah,
That's amazing.
so we can
that's
continue
how
this. Yeah.
that's what you're saying.
That's
diba?
how it grows.
It's the connectivity ng
Yeah.
diba?
When people believe in what you're
Yeah.
trying to promote, that it's for something good and
Yeah.
something greater than all of us, you will naturally attract
Yeah.
people that have that same mindset, and they know that wow, this is such a good project. This is
Yeah.
something I've always been thinking of as well. Or maybe if they found it out the first time through you, and it just clicks with them, when they want to help you out, they want to help you out because they know it's something that's gonna be bigger.
Yeah. There's actually one girl who sort of posted in her own page. She has her name is Maylin Fit, and then she also had herself photographed like. Yeah,
This?
that's herself. And then, but the background was white, and she said that it is not official, but you know, I'm so inspired by the page, so she
nice.
did it herself. So,
Yes.
but I was touched.
We'll
no, I was
support you.
hugely touched.
Amazing,
I'm going to
amazing.
share this with in Manila Vegans, and then probably I'll be asking for people who also want to do the same thing, like on their own, and then maybe share this to
Yeah.
inspire people.
Yeah, and also this could be parang a body goal
Yeah.
project for
Yeah.
for some vegans out there.
Yes,
diba?
yes.
So one day I wanna get featured in
Yeah,
TVs.
yes,
Diba?
yes,
So,
yes.
That is a good thing.
diba?
Yeah.
I think there would be people who would want
There are
that.
actually a lot of people interested in joining.
Yeah, because
So I'm just so overwhelmed right now, so I'm kind of taking it a little slow. But yeah,
But you
You'll get there.
just let it sink in
Yes,
first,
yes,
and then
yes,
you'll know what to do next.
yes.
It's anyway,
I
it's
was-
organically na bigla na lang.
We're actually
alam mo
thinking
na agad
of
bigla.
this maybe in Veg Fest. Someone suggested that we like
put our
batch two,
posters there.
like a batch two naman, like a
Ah.
transformation, like a
Ah,
not like a
Right
Biggest
there.
Loser, but a something.
Mhm.
I see it.
Transformation challenge, and then they go out like on stage like do a
Yeah, like,
catwalk,
hey,
and then they come out
surprise,
yeah,
this is what I
this
look
me
like now,
yeah
'cause
something like
vegan
that.
is
Let's see it.
sexy.
Let's see if we
Wow,
can do that thing.
Oo nga, no? Hindi
But
ko
Veg
production.
Fest is so near. It's in November, and I don't know how it's gonna work, but
Maybe
No,
next
that's why
year.
you need
Yeah.
more people to help.
Yeah.
It's gonna come attractive.
yeah, and then maybe at least next year. I mean, same time, same month, we can do the same thing as
Yeah, so if anybody who's listening and watching, if you're interested,
yeah.
just hit us up. Hit the Ronnie.
Yeah,
in,
you know my just
Project
message
Vegan
me.
is,
Or you can message Project Vegan is Sexy. You can use hashtags Project Vegan is Sexy, PVIS.
VIS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget also the powerful Komiksman podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and yun, di ba? Anything else you want to add about the advocacy?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, for me, like, we're all different messengers in
Oh,
the
wow.
world. Like you said a while ago, I don't know if we said it on the podcast or it was before we started.
Mhm.
You know, some people they get
Disheartened?
disheartened, or it leaves a bad taste in their mouth when you have certain vegans that are like
Wow.
So I get
activists and
the-
radicals that
Uh-oh.
are trying to shove it down their throats and be
Mhm.
like, you know what you're eating, blah 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 blah.
Oo nga, oo nga.
Like,
Diba?
okay, I respect them. That's
Mhm.
their way of
Yeah.
being a messenger. My
Mhm.
way is really through
Yeah.
being positive about it.
Mhm.
And when people ask me, I share it because I know they're ready to receive the information, and I tell them how good it feels.
Mhm.
Like, I love sharing it in a positive sense, and when I share it to my friends, they're like, wow, I want to feel that way too.
Yeah.
So then it gets them interested, and also when I tell my other teammates, like, yeah, I recover so much faster now physically.
Yeah, that's true.
It's amazing, like,
It's
for
true.
sport.
Yes.
So I share those good things because that's my way of being a messenger. But
Mm.
what is the message? It's just one message. It's the same message. Just
Yeah.
You
Just
know,
a different
yeah.
approach.
have compassion for the animals, and you know, we save them by being vegan. That's the same message, but different approaches. So for me, it's just respect it all. It's all part of the same scale,
Mhm.
the scale of polarity and everything. And you know, we don't have to fight. We don't need to put
Yeah.
Other
vegans
down.
in. We don't need to put other vegans down
Yeah.
or non-vegans down.
Yes,
Yeah.
Not at
yeah.
all. Like, my family still eats meat at
Mm.
home. I'm the only one that's
Mm.
vegan, and my sister who's pescatarian,
Mm.
right? Like, I'm not gonna tell them what they can and can't do, or like, alam mo ba
Yes, you know,
nangyari
you
ganyan?
can't
Yeah.
force veganism on
Exactly.
anyone.
And people don't
When you
just-
open up, you know, there will come a time when when you become ready for it.
Yeah.
That's it. When it's your calling.
And people
Tama
don't
yun.
respond positively
Yeah.
through hateful messages or delivery.
That's-
Not the message, diba? Pero if you deliver it na
Yeah.
if you sense hate,
Yeah.
the driving factor is hate. It's
Yeah.
not going to be
It's-
received
it's
well.
Not.
Yun eh.
Yeah.
For me, it's not
It's
a
like,
huge
you know, different stroke for
Yeah.
For different folks.
Yeah.
Mm.
True.
So we use all the channels. So that's why I'm apart from this. I also joined the the Cube of Truth. We just showed videos. We're not shoving it to their throats like you
Yeah.
be vegan. We just show them
Oh.
what's happening behind,
Mm.
and that's it. And then we explain them if they ask. So
Mhm.
that's it. So are you done?
Go ahead.
Go,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just wanna I try to like spread the awareness in whatever way possible in my own
Mhm.
whatever skills I have, and like, so this one is through health, fitness. The
Mhm.
project Vegan is Sexy, and then there are other ways you can also share your food. You know, if you're good in cooking, if you're good in preparing food, you can also share your vegan food, how delicious vegan food is and can be,
Can be.
even better than non-vegan food. And then you can
Healthier.
also do the street activisms. There is a called the Save Vigil. We go to
The what? Save?
Save Vigil. We
Okay.
go to slaughterhouses, and then we just
Oh, damn.
show the pigs that they are loved. Because
Mhm.
most of
That's- that's
their whole
gut-wrenching.
lives, they are not shown any love. So
Oo nga.
at that last moment, man lang,
Mhm.
we can show some love. So we we have them some water to drink.
Yeah.
And yeah, that cube and other stuff also. And then yeah, I came from an event. It's called Audiovisual for Anonymous for the Voices. It's AV for AV,
Mhm.
and it's about it was a fundraiser. It was headed by Lakapati Basa, and
Mhm.
so because we were bringing our own laptops and iPods and tablets
Mhm.
for the cube, she decided that she would help raise funds so that we could buy monitors,
Wow.
Mm.
battery operated monitors, and then there's a bigger screen for everyone to see.
It's kind of weird if you think about it that people decided that there's a hierarchy
Yeah.
of animals na important
Yeah,
that we save and
Yeah.
not, diba?
Yeah,
So
They're all animals.
oh, diba?
they're
So
all the
from
same.
Yeah.
We are all the same.
probably the top tier would be the dogs and the cats, and then horses, and then,
And then
eventually
yeah.
you're good
Yeah.
guy. But you just draw a line.
It's just culture,
Yeah.
upbringing.
Yeah. Conditioning.
Yeah, conditioning. That's why I had to change my subconscious conditioning. I'm like, oh my gosh, some things that I was like brought up with, they're lies.
Mhm.
And that's the shocking thing. Like, then you have to realize that there's now it's in my power to change.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a victim.
Mm.
Don't have that victim mentality. Like, oh, because my parents brought me up this way, or my
Mhm.
teacher in school taught me this,
Mhm.
or my pastor, the priest at church told me this thing, so I'm gonna follow it, and that's what, or it messed me up or something.
Mhm.
But no, it's in your power now to change that and to change your beliefs that resonate best with your soul.
Yeah.
So me, I follow my intuition now.
Or at the very least, you can be informed that there are other choices, diba?
Yeah.
And there are other options in living. Diba?
Yeah.
There are
Kinder,
other ways-
more compassionate
diba?
choices. Yeah. Yeah.
Kasi we're not saying naman na crucify the meat eaters.
Yeah.
Ganun eh, diba?
It's not
at
going.
all. It's
That's not
it's
going to
about
make
that.
them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to convert them.
And it's not.
It's about educating them more
Yeah.
than just crucifying them or pointing the finger at them.
Oh,
Yeah. Kasi by laws of the universe, what you resist persists.
yeah.
That's
Exactly.
why I just follow that, everything in love. Because that's what I felt on the third day of going vegan.
It's
All I
amazing.
felt
It's an
was
amazing
love.
story, diba? After the
Yeah.
48 hours, and then you woke up.
Crazy.
"Oh,
I was like, what is this? No wonder hippies are like that. I was like, I'm a hippie now too. From rugby to hippie. It's crazy. I would.
Hippie dippy
yeah,
Cassie.
there you go. I used to smash people and inflict the pain. So yeah,
Mm.
then I started looking back on my life and going, no wonder I played rugby so well. I was so good at transferring that pain energy and hitting my opponents and making them hurt. So I transferred the pain to them, and now I physically feel the pain.
Damn.
But I was like, that's why now I was like, I retired from rugby. I was like,
You retired.
yeah, I retired.
But
I
you can still play
retired August
rugby
pa.
and, yeah, okay. But
No.
you can play rugby and be
I know I-
compassionate
yeah,
and like
I know I
it as a
can.
sports.
I know I can, but that's not my calling. Like my
Yeah.
universe is,
Yeah,
the
whatever.
universe is asking me to do something else.
Okay.
I retired
many
nung
years?
August pa.
How many years have you done it?
I played for like 5 years on the
5
national.
years? Well, that's long enough.
Yeah, I know that my
You
my
can,
friend tells
like-
me that all the time.
You can try other things after that, diba?
That's it.
That's
The thing
a
I'm
career.
trying now is like compassion, love, and peace, and everything.
So what kind of sport
It
you
feels
think?
so good.
So what kind of sport you think is like so much aligned with
Ultimate.
compassion?
Ultimate frisbee. You know why?
Oh.
It's the only sport in the world, and of all the sports that I've played,
Mm-hmm.
where its sportsmanship
Mm-hmm.
has its own name,
Like what?
and it's called Spirit of the Game.
Spirit
Okay,
of
so-
the game. Okay,
so-
enlighten us.
Yeah, Spirit of the
So
Game.
it's just like you have to keep the game.
It's pure honesty.
Uh-huh.
Make it, fun, happy, and you respect yourself,
Mm-hmm.
your teammates, and the other players.
Mhm.
And because the sport of ultimate frisbee, ultimate disc, was really invented by hippies as well. So that's when I
No wonder.
realized, when I looked at it, when I became vegan and I started dissecting even the sport that I was
Wow.
playing, like ultimate, I go, no wonder the hippies named their sportsmanship, or the sportsmanship of ultimate, as Spirit of the Game. Because when I felt it, I was playing up against my opponents and I was like, wishing them luck. I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, good point. You even applaud them when they make a good point or a good
Oh.
play. Ganyan, it's super hippie.
Perfect.
And then you're all like, and I go, no wonder at the end of one game, I was playing in Rockstar nung March. I go, that's why it's called Spirit of the Game. Because the hippies knew back then that your spirits are playing with each other. Because that's what it was meant to do on this earth.
Is it in the actual rule book?
Yeah.
Spirit of the game.
The rule book is
Wow.
called Spirit of the Game.
Damn.
I
Okay.
think, well, I think so.
Is
Yeah,
it-
it's Spirit of the Game.
Is
Spirit
it
of the Game.
correct me if I'm wrong. Ultimate frisbee is at least very similar to football using frisbees. Is that
Yeah,
it?
sort of. Or
Okay.
American football
Using frisbees.
using frisbees and sort of basketball in a bit where you have like a pivot.
Pero you have a goal, right? That
You have an end zone.
end zone.
Yeah, you have an end zone. So it's like American football.
So if you can
Okay.
throw it hard enough to just from
Yeah.
the other end to end,
Yeah. And Hail Mary pass?
talaga.
Do that a lot.
Okay.
I like that because I'm a sprinter. So
There's a frisbee.
Feels real fun.
There's a frisbee, the one that doesn't have just a ring. It's just a ring, a flat ring na mas mahaba siyang
okay.
lumipad.
Yeah, iba-iba. I mean,
I think
there's
it's
like
cross,
different toys.
diba? But you use the regular frisbee, the
Yeah, the standard one.
The standard one.
175
Yeah.
grams.
Stig.
Look, that's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I still play my other sports, but I like touch rugby. But that's why I also knew that because I wanted to get into MMA after rugby, but I'm like, I'm not meant to do it anymore. Like my
You
path,
don't want to go
my,
to MMA anymore.
my path changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And anytime I actually went back to playing rugby,
Mm-hmm.
something in the universe was like preventing me not to, because it's like, it's not your path. You have something greater that you need to fulfill, like your mission. And being vegan, I believe, is part of it. It's part of that mission. It's to help inspire people, that they be inspired to get fitter, get healthier, have more compassion, have more love. And my hashtag, it's hashtag Caspiration. My
That's right.
tagline
Mm-hmm.
is be inspired, be inspiration. Because it starts from that. Like, most people like, wow, they inspire me. Or the people that message you for Project Vegan is Sexy, like they're inspired. They're inspired, they work hard and they get, they're disciplined and they align to it. Then once they accomplish it, they then become inspiration as well.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
why
true,
that's my
that's true.
tagline. Be inspired,
Yeah.
be inspiration. It's what I see as, I love this movie, Pay It Forward.
Yeah.
It's my Pay It Forward
Yeah.
movement for fitness, health,
Health.
wellness, and spirituality.
Okay, gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Pay it forward. You gotta inspire other people.
Yeah. Well,
That's your task.
that's what I usually say is that once you have, let's say you started something, you start developing a skill. Let's say whatever that is. Maybe it's
Like that
drawing.
one. This
yeah.
is really good.
Yeah, for me it's art. It's drawing and everything else that I do. Pero I think it comes into a full circle once you start teaching others how to do your craft, diba? Once you've
Yeah.
mastered something, the next, kasi pag na-master mo na, that's it eh. The next thing,
It's for
the
you to-
next step is to show how it's done to
To
other
pass it
people.
on.
Then just pass it on.
Share it with them, yeah.
Paying it forward.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's it.
So unless for me lang, unless you don't reach that point, you're passing the knowledge
Yeah.
to the next people, whoever they are. Parang you don't complete the circle.
True. Because that circle, it's endless. It's
Yeah.
infinite.
It's just.
There's no beginning or end.
Yeah, and then the next, I think, with the hopes that whoever you passed it on would do the same thing.
Yes.
And then
That's why teacher to student. Then the student becomes a teacher. Then
Mm.
the teacher teaches
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
unless I mean otherwise ano siya parang mapuputol,
Yes.
di ba?
The cycle will be broken.
Mm.
Awesome. So should we eat this cake?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
try it. I haven't tried that flavor yet. What is it?
That's the.
Maybe we could use that.
Yeah, just dig
That's the
in
chocolate one.
and
Yummy.
let's see.
I think we can use this one.
Yeah.
Let's just inggitin lang natin mo.
I know, right? That's it. Like, I was showing teammates that I had on Frisbee a while ago.
Mhm.
And they go, Ate Cass, ano
You wanna go
kinakain
ahead?
mo? Because,
Yeah.
of course, everyone... You go first. That's why I'm like this. I'm like, can you just get some for me and put it on my plate? They're like, anong kinakain ng vegan? But it's an innocent question.
Oo nga.
Sometimes people are like, so anong kinakain mo?
Yeah.
Sometimes some people would think like, syempre, plants. But then when I've come to find out that it's really just an innocent question because they
Oh.
don't know. That's why. And then I showed to them like my friend on Instagram and we did a collaboration together. Her name is her handle on Instagram is The Healthy Pinay.
That's
Her name's Mirabai.
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 Yeah, Mirabai
I've
Sebastian.
met her.
And we did a vlog collab together, and she was telling me, oh, I showed to them, like, here, check out this Instagram page. Look at all the colorful and delicious food that she makes, and it's so appetizing. And then all my two teammates that were asking me, they're like, oh my gosh, sobrang mukhang ang sarap nito ah. And they're just looking through the Instagram. I go, honestly, vegans eat the rainbow. Like, whereas
Rainbow?
most people, they just eat what, Yum Burger, and then they go to a tapsilogan, it's just brown, I don't know, tapsilog or
Tapsilog.
a chicken and an egg and rice.
Well,
Like, where's the color in that?
We also
There's no
check-
nutrients in it.
You can also check out the Vegan Dinosaur in Davao. She makes.
Yeah, they're friends too.
Yeah, they're friends.
wow.
They make what's this? Parfaits, colorful, delicious food.
And
It's so soft.
well, that's another thing about vegan food. Especially coming from me na wala namang alam sa food.
Talaga?
Cooking.
But you-
It's you have, since you don't have that much options, because well, not much options, but since you have been accustomed to eating food na hindi, kasi vegetables are just parang by itself are just
Yeah.
vegetables.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to use
You become
creativity
creative.
to make it interesting.
A lot of people
diba?
who
Think outside the box.
become vegan learn how to cook
Oo nga.
Because you need
and
to.
prepare
We
food.
need to.
Because you can't buy food anywhere.
So they make
Limited.
they have like these prep meals.
Mm.
So you do it like once a week or twice a week.
So may yung ibang tao na many people are still ignorant, and it's not a bad thing,
Yeah.
di ba? So ang naisip nila when you go vegan, you just eat salads all the
Yeah.
time.
Well, that's
So good.
yeah,
Oh my gosh,
well,
ang sarap ah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's good.
I don't remember
Thank
the
you,
last
Len.
time I had cake
Thank you, Mucha.
like this. Thank you
They're
so
good.
much.
So good.
Look at that. It's like
This is
creamy.
the
It looks like
garnish.
marshmallows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, I couldn't even eat marshmallows anymore. Because you know what marshmallows has?
Mhm.
Bones?
It has, beef
Bones,
gelatin in it.
Mm,
Bones
yeah.
from the cows.
From the cows.
That they
But-
make to
grind it,
gelatinize.
diba?
There are vegan marshmallows.
But there are vegan marshmallows.
Dandies is
No
one of
need
them.
to worry.
Yeah. Yummy, you can have s'mores again. This is so good. Yeah, like, and people, they say it all the time. They're like, oh, but I love to eat this, and that.
Mhm.
Mm.
I was like, but what about my chocolate cake? And like, this
Well,
is vegan.
Chocolate is vegan. It's from
By itself.
from plants,
Yeah,
diba?
and a lot of dark
So-
chocolates that are
Mm.
like they're just accidental.
Coffee
vegan.
is
yeah.
diba?
Yeah.
Coffee is vegan, and
Coffee is
everybody
vegan. Tea
loves
is vegan.
coffee, diba?
Yeah.
Coffee, I think, is one of the best foods there are.
But you know what? I just started drinking coffee 2 years, a little less than 2 years ago.
Mhm. Talaga?
Mm.
Mhm.
Well,
Why?
'cause I just wanted to stop.
Okay.
I was ganun ako stubborn lang ako. Parang I
Mm.
didn't want to. Parang willpower lang. Test of willpower.
I used to have a lot of coffee, as in 3 mugs a day, but when I was still in
3 mugs. Okay. Is that
now,
bad?
now I
Is that
cut
bad?
it to just the 1 mug.
Okay.
Okay.
I drink coffee now, but just before, like sometimes before a workout lang.
Just for the caffeine pump.
Yeah, just
I think
coffee.
I've read the
At
best
least it
time
disseminates.
to drink coffee is, let's say you need the energy.
Mhm.
After drinking, you take a nap for about 20 minutes because the
Oh.
caffeine hasn't kicked in yet.
Yeah, okay.
So you can still take a nap.
So you
And
still
then-
have that, you know,
So when you wake up after 20 minutes, it's a double whammy ng
yeah,
diba?
that's a good thing.
Diba? So it's
Wow.
the
I wanna try
caffeine
that.
kicking in, and then na-recharge ka because of the nap.
Yeah.
Yun.
But
I wouldn't know. I don't
do you do
drink
power
coffee.
nap?
No, hindi ko kayang power na. I need to like sleep straight. But I notice I'm good with like 6 hours na.
I I think I've mastered power napping because I need it for my deadlines when I'm working.
Okay.
So sometimes kailangan mo talaga. So 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's
Magagawa ko naman. And
okay.
it's-
How
I
does
can
it feel
attest.
after the 20 minutes?
My 20 minutes, let's say
It's like a complete
I,
cycle.
I've worked for a full day already, but I need to finish a project in that day na rin, di ba? So
Ah.
so there's not much time to rest. So after a 20-minute
Nap.
nap for me would mean around 6 hours of
Work again? Wow.
six
Galing.
to 8 hours. Ganun.
Wow.
It can recharge me.
Because
for
I
that.
think my nap is like an hour more. So I don't
Pero
think
It's pretty
that's called a
long.
nap.
Yeah.
It's not a
Pretty
nap.
long.
Pero
Yeah.
I can only do that twice in a row. 'Di ba? So pagkatapos ng yung third time, parang hindi na masyadong
Ah,
nag-work.
okay.
I need the full sleep na.
Okay.
Yun. So pero
So good, no?
it's like
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I had to get checked.
it's
It's amazing.
it's the typical reaction.
Can
You guys get all
can you
the
like
time
show
for this.
like this? Where's your smile? Yeah.
The testimonials we get is nakakatuwa.
Yeah. Because it's really good.
You can just order it off Instagram or there's a website.
Yeah, you can message us in direct message in Instagram. There's also the Facebook page, that hello.mucha.
And they also sell the small tins in the vegan grocery. The vegan
Okay.
Yeah,
grocery.
there's
They have-
Yeah, that's the first time I tried this
Mhm.
when I went to the vegan grocery.
Mm.
They're like, oh, we have samples for this.
Mhm.
Like, okay, anything free, I'll try it. It's vegan. Heck yeah. Good stuff.
Okay. So,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
eating.
it's fair.
So, anything else you want to invite everybody again?
Mm.
Check out the page
Your
before
page
we.
Oh yeah.
Like
Anything you want to
Caspiration.
Share for my
promote
Caspiration.
everything, every gig, every game you have. It's it's a pleasure to have you
Alright.
here.
So, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cassie Umali. I have my health and fitness vlogs there, and travel, sports, everything. Like everything I do in a day, basically. Like
Mhm.
even this podcast interview is gonna be part of it eventually, when editing's done. And like my Facebook fan page, Cassie Umali Official.
Yeah.
My Instagram account, please follow it. It's Cassie Umali. Do you have
That's
the,
one.
the
Just
thing
one.
that goes out?
Show it, Kayo.
Come out there.
Oh, just
No,
one.
oh, there you
Oh,
are.
there,
Hey,
there.
yeah,
Oh.
that's That's
Cassie
my
man.
Instagram, dude. There you go.
Okay, Really, let me take a look.
And then yeah, Twitter. So there on my Instagram is usually my fitness.
Mhm.
On my Snapchat, which is also Cassie Umali, I usually post there my food.
Mhm.
And then my energy quotes and whatever thoughts and and epiphanies and
Mhm.
ideas I get from the universe, I post it on my Twitter. So if I
Wow.
have a thought and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the most awesome quote.
So how many platforms is that?
That's a lot.
Oh, my.
Social media, man, that's where I, get all my good stuff and my
Yeah.
sponsorships.
Yeah, it's good.
And,
Same
Adidas
handle,
and everything.
Cassie Umali?
Yeah, it's also
Oh.
Cassie Umali.
And
And my
you-
website, caspiration.com.
Well, you don't want any stalkers to follow you in your games.
You can, I mean, like on my vlogs, you'll see my games because I vlog my games and I
Mhm.
have a drone, so I also drone like
Oh, really?
the other
Nice.
games when I'm not playing. So in between points, I'm like drone, like piloting and everything. So
What does your coach say?
they understand because it helps us get sponsors.
Yeah.
I need to. That's where you want sponsorship. You gotta let me vlog and fly the drone and stuff like that. So yeah, they know they're cool about it. And then yeah, they can watch the games. Usually our tournaments are in Alabang.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like how frequent is that?
it used to be like almost every weekend.
Talaga?
Yeah,
Where in
it's so-
Labang exactly?
Country club.
Country club.
Yeah, Alabang
And-
Country
Oh,
Club.
that's it. It's inside Ayala Alabang.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes,
Okay.
inside. But I have a lot of sports, like I said a while ago. So
Mm.
it depends on what weekend it is. I might be playing soccer or American flag
Ah.
football or touch rugby or something.
Mm.
But yeah,
and other sports you haven't heard about.
Yeah. They're like, what's
Curling?
Curling,
Maybe
watch out
in
for
the
curling.
future, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the curling here.
ask SM Super
Yeah.
Malls to be like my sponsor somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
And be like, we're gonna put a curling team.
Maybe I should
together."
join like do the sweeping thing.
Go, pwede.
Sama ko tayong dalawa.
We can be.
Yeah, you can be a team, you know.
I'd be the one to throw the
Pwede.
whatever.
What do you call that? The ball,
The brick.
the
Yeah.
kettle, something.
I remembered what
The
it
cheese.
was called. I researched
The
it
cheese.
a while ago.
I wanna find my photos of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
We could be like a vegan curling
Curling
team.
team. And we're
Philippine vegan curling team.
And we're competing against
Yeah,
the people from Finland,
Yeah.
Sweden, Norwegia. Sorry.
Our tagline would
Have
be just happy to be
have you heard
here.
about the Norwegia?
Norwegia.
Norwegia. Okay, I get
Just
it.
crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Norwegia.
Anyway, yeah.
Philippine curling team.
Yeah, that would
Just
be so
happy to
cool.
be.
That's a dream somewhere down the road.
It's like that
Just to say that I did it.
Olympian guy.
Well, that would be quite an accomplishment if you get to pull that off.
Yeah.
Remember that Olympian guy, a boy, who
Which
competed in the Winter Olympics doing his...
The
Yeah,
Michael something.
Michael
And we
Martinez.
and we didn't have that, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
There
we only
was no
had
such
like
thing
this
before.
SM facilities for...
Oh,
practice,
diba?
yeah.
Yeah,
He only
it
trains
was-
on those
Oh,
ice. What's it called?
Ice skating
Ice-
rink.
Ice skating rinks.
rinks. Yeah.
Yeah. See, we'll be the. You'll see me,
I'll be,
Really?
yeah,
and then you'll see Rani like.
The
sweeping
yeah.
there. It'll be like the Philippine vegan,
Vegan
curling
curling team.
team.
Yeah. You check it out, guys. You Google curling. Yeah.
How about you, Rani?
Yeah, just I'm a Tito, so just like the page. Project Vegan is Sexy. Also, if you can help us rate it with 5 stars, because there are a lot of trolls rating the page like 1 point with the same
What's up with
similar
those?
profile and no. Maybe they're just
Why are trolls upset about
think
vegans?
we have arrived. I think.
Diba?
We have backers.
Yeah,
It
we're
baffles
arriving
me.
at mass
It baffles me.
consciousness.
It baffles me. What interest do they have? Are we parang nasasagasaan ba ng
Yeah.
anti-vegan
Yeah, meat
agenda?
industry, dairy
Yeah, there you
industry.
go.
Yeah.
And we're a threat to their
I think
food
it's,
source or something.
it's a good thing.
They like
I think I'd like to think of that as a good thing for
Yeah.
veganism because it's becoming mainstream, and people are going to talk about veganism.
We might be getting
Yeah.
hate comments already in our live
Yes,
stream, but
yeah.
hopefully not. I haven't checked.
So yeah, and just be vegan. Try if you wanna try
Be vegan.
being vegan. You can go to Manila Vegans if you don't know Manila Vegans yet. It's a
On the Facebook
Facebook
page.
group. It's a closed group, and we can find a mentor for you to
Help
if you want help you with the 30-day vegan challenge.
Mhm.
So like I'm one of the mentors there.
Oh yeah. And I think I heard you're quite the strict mentor.
Not
Parang-
strict. I'm like
Parang-
I'm very compassionate and kind to them. You can ask my
well,
mentees.
that means you're an effective coach. Yeah. If
Or
you're-
maybe I'm just lucky. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you so much for the support, guys. And yun lang.
That is fantastic.
Just go vegan, guys.
So that's it for now. We're gonna go finish
This
these.
week. I think we're gonna finish this.
And
There's so much food.
it's an amazing experience to have you guys here, and
Thank you so
like
much.
what you said about the universe. Parang never in a million years na naisip ko na I would have people like you in this room.
Yeah.
Diba?
This is
Where-
pretty amazing, actually.
Where I
Yeah.
just draw all the time before, and now you're here, diba? And we're broadcasting to God knows how many people, and they're hearing ideas. A lot of them probably never heard yung mga sinabi nyo before in their lives, and hopefully there's someone out there kahit isa lang,
Yeah.
diba, na I mean, picked up something.
Yeah. They get
And,
inspired.
Hope you
this
learn
is-
something
which is-
at least.
that is the whole point of this of this project. This is something that just I pondered upon doing for several years, and then
Yeah,
here I am.
congratulations.
diba?
Yeah, congrats.
And
Thanks for
Again.
inviting us.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you again, Cassie Umali and Rani Fernandez in the powerful Komiksman podcast. And we're out.
Kailangan guns out talaga. Wow, how long did we go for?
I think it's
Almost
2 hours.